Okay, that's understandable.
Yo, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Fun Speculation. This is Mav here. We're ponies today. This is Pony Day. You know, we're gonna celebrate this PlayStation showcase, this big gaming news day with the community, and hopefully we get some awesome games here announced at this show. We're gonna have more of the family roll through here as we get in this pre-show and stuff. And oh my God, there's the man, this PCMR motherfucker.
He does need us. He does need his camera to back up off his face a little bit.
Well, he's probably got to adjust all of his sources and all that stuff too. Oh, this first time hopping into Zoom. But yeah, appreciate you all being here. Thanks, chat. You guys rock, and it's an exciting day because today for me is more than just about the PlayStation showcase. It's about kicking off gaming showcase season, right? So we're looking forward to that, and I hope you are too, because it's going to be I think this is going to be a big show. But we got an awesome group here already, and like I said, we're going to have even more roll through here in a little bit. But shout out to first Steel Rain, who was going to serve as my backup because there was a chance I was not going to be here on time, and he was all set, ready to go. Turned out I did get here in time, but thanks Steel for volunteering to back up for me, and just in case, you know, with the stream and stuff. But yeah, we're all here, man. We're all set, bro. But how you doing, Steel?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. You know, playing some games that I can't talk about right at this moment since I'm an NDA boy. But no, other than that, I've just been having some good time getting some gaming in behind the scenes. So but yeah, man, it seems like to be an exciting hour we're about to get here. Hopefully they give me a reason to finally invest, huh? Yeah. Or really just I want to see if they actually show me some gameplay from factions. So
yeah, I know that's what you're waiting on. You think? I mean, that's a pretty. They gotta show it, right? Because if they don't show factions today, you think there's probably going to be some questions, right? Like where is factions? If they got to,
you're gonna hear it from me. I know. Hey, if there's one person you're gonna hear from, it's probably going to be from me. If they show me another screenshot of nothing.
No, I'll be with you.
What about the Troy Baker podcast? He's got to announce that. This is a perfect place for it.
I don't care about none of that. I need you to show me why I need to care about your multiplayer games. You're already putting more focus on a game mode that your user base didn't even support. Yeah. That's why it didn't carry over into all the other remasters that you've made. So I don't know. We'll see. I have good hope. I enjoyed what they had back then. And again, that was created on the PlayStation 3. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the PlayStation 5 and how they step into the PC market. Because again, I do think this is going to be their main course for moving forward into the future on the service-based home front. So,
all right, nice, man.
Be interesting.
Jasper, how you doing, man? You're looking forward to this show? I mean, is there anything here that would excite you?
Yeah, I mean, cool surprise or something out of there. Like, I mean, I'm here for the multiplats really, because a lot of PlayStation first party really doesn't do it for me. But
yeah,
so I'm more excited for the multiplats that come out of here, like third party deals or stuff like that. Because Sony usually gets the big dogs, but still could come to Xbox. So that's what I'm for.
Yeah, there's been rumors of that Metal Gear Solid 3, remake, which would be a pretty big deal. But it's also, people are saying it's multiplat. So if that happens, then that's a good win for gamers everywhere, right? Even if it's that as a PlayStation showcase. So, Pong Soul, this man looks different today because he's
so professional.
This is crazy. PCMR Pong here. What is up, dude?
It's good to be here, everybody. What a day! Wow. Showcase season begins.
Hold on, I got a comment. Your audio is excellent. I can hear you loud and clear.
Isn't that strange? Oh, you mean I don't have a bubbling Surface Pro about to explode that is affecting everything?
Even your levels, it's nice and clear. It's amazing.
Nice. And I haven't even really played with that yet. So I'm glad to hear that too. But yeah, no, showcase season starts today, folks. PlayStation you know, is going to kick things off. Like Mav and I talked about, the heavyweights are back together again, even if it's a couple weeks apart, but I'm looking forward to the show, man. And yes, you know, blessed. I can't say that enough. Really blessed to be able to get the PC and feeling good about it. And it's eye-opening. Let's put it that way. It's definitely eye-opening, but it makes a difference doing this stuff. I can have screens up, I can have chat up, I can have everything I need, plus my video. It's crazy. Like, I haven't done this for 2.5 years. So we're great to it's going to be a great day today, and we're going to have a lot to talk about because Sony's going to bring it. So it's going to be fun.
I think so too.
Yeah.
On contrary to Game Rant's article that says all PlayStation has to do is show up. All they got to do is show up, and the Xbox will be on their knees.
Wait, did you say Game Rant?
I said I shouldn't have
was
even
it Game
mentioned
Rant?
them. It was no Games Radar. Was it Games Radar?
Games Radar.
I'm sorry, Games Radar. Yeah,
they're very similar. So
yeah, I get them mixed up.
It's like the National Enquirer of video game news.
Yeah.
So it's great. The Onion, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I said, well, let's hope in your case, Games Radar, that Sony shows up and they show Destruction All-Stars 2, Babylon's Fall 2, Godfall 2, and Forspoken 2, and then call it a day. I'm sure everybody would be super happy, right?
I mean, I'm down for Forspoken 2.
I know you are. That's for sure. 3-Bit, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. It's so weird seeing Pong in HD. it's throwing me off. No, this is gonna be a good show. I'm excited to see some of the stuff that's rumored. I really want to see if MGS3 is there. It's a high score for me because I've been waiting for a remake for quite some time. So yeah, I'm excited to see some games, see what they got. Same with what Jasper's saying. A lot of their third party I am looking forward to. Because I know they're definitely gonna have some third party in here. I want to see factions. Let's see what's going on with this game, because you delay it and then you didn't tell anybody what's up with that game. They just kind of disappeared into the void once they announced that game, essentially, in like a screenshot or a painting. So I really wanted to see what's happening with that game. Maybe some gameplay of it. Yeah, those are my like two expectations. So far, it's factions and it's Metal Gear. So we'll see. Everything else, I don't know. We'll see what ends up being at the show.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting show. Because really we have no clue what to expect, minus, Spider-Man 2. Right. I think factions would be a fair expectation. That's why I think there's going to be questions if it's not there, because we only know a few games. I think we can probably say Stellar Blade will be here. Right. So you can say that three games we could probably predict will be here. Other than that, though, there's a lot of questions like, will Wolverine show up? And if it does, like, will they have a gameplay segment or a clip or a fire trailer that gives us a hint a little bit more into it?
It comes out next year.
They're supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Not coming out.
That's what they say.
25.
Yeah, all games get delayed at least once, so we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Besides 2 games per year now, guaranteed, according to Sony.
Well,
don't forget
they also have all these like live service game things.
They've already canceled what, 3?
They've already canceled like 3.
Those don't
but
count.
There's a couple other ones that were like there's that Horizon one that they're supposed to be working on. Maybe that'll show up potentially.
Looked like World of Warcraft.
That one doesn't count
supposedly, either. I don't know. Yeah, but
we're throwing map off.
No, this could be an opportunity for them to revive some of their dormant franchises.
Yeah.
No.
It also could be an opportunity for them to bring out some different flavor of games, right? Didn't Jim Bryan just say something about that, or there was an article I saw about
it was Herman
Holst talking about they want to have games in all these different genres, right?
And Jim,
and that's something they're missing right now. They have one dominant genre on the platform for first party, and this is an opportunity maybe to kind of expand that. Racing they kind of got with Gran Turismo. They tried Destruction All Stars with something, but there's potential, like let's say like Twisted Metal shows up, or like maybe a siphon filter, a SOCOM,
was teasing
or
the Ratchet
something.
and Clank today.
Ratchet, they do that all the time, man. Cool Ratchet, but I don't think there's like people are okay with waiting on another Ratchet. I think I would rather see Sly Cooper or something come back over
yes,
Ratchet.
that's my wish. That's
I
my
think
wish,
that
Sly.
like Ratchet's a quick game they can pump out. Like when they finish Spider-Man 2, like
Moneymaker.
if Wolverine still needs work, they can like get
I
a
think
quick Ratchet out.
I think Ratchet needs to
and
go
they
sit
put
down
Wolverine
somewhere
in.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Ratchet. They
Yeah.
could
They don't
go
need
on
to make
hiatus.
another
They
one.
should bring back Dax and Dak and
Jack and
Dexter,
Dexter,
or
Jack and
Yep.
Dexter.
Yep,
Sly Cooper.
or
You should
Sly
dig into
Cooper.
your you should
Yep.
dig into your bag and go for your other IPs. Yes, Ratchet needs a break. There's been so many games that have been released to try to carry that platform, at least on their platform standpoint, that it's just like, I mean, you've almost done everything that you could do in a Ratchet game, to the point where the most recent game is even reiterating on things that you've already done in previous games. Just doing it much better, making it look much prettier, which are all beautiful things. And I'm not nothing against their newest iteration of it, but you got to do something different. You got to give people more reason to jump in. Again, you lost Crash Bandicoot. You're probably never going to get that IP. It should be a representative of your platform, which is a major fall for me, at least for Sony, because that was one of your platformers that really defined who you were. And now you've lost that identity, and I don't think Ratchet's strong enough to continue to try to carry that mantle for them. The same way, on the Xbox side of things, people don't feel like Halo or Gears are strong enough to carry that mantle. So, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah. Hey, Psycho, welcome to the show, bro. How you doing, man?
Starfield.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I repping that Starfield at a PlayStation showcase. I see. You've been a little messy lately on Twitter, my friend.
Yeah, he's been really playing in
Full-blooded
Xbox,
bot.
Yeah. I kind of been being really toxic, just embracing that side of
Full green side.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, so, but I just wanted to represent Starfield. Something that they this is the only way they get to see it, unless they have an Xbox. So.
Right on.
It's gonna be announced to be on PlayStation.
Is there something that they can show here that's gonna excite you, Psycho?
Yeah. Hopefully Wolverine, SOCOM, or a Twisted Metal to go with the TV series.
Yeah.
Classic PlayStation, because back in the day, PlayStation innovated and they were really good at delivering games, and they kind of step away from that and gave us these cookie cutters that are what we see today with either with the Horizon, God of War. It's all that third person third person action game that's like a narrative movie that you watch with a little bit of QTE button actions here and there, and it's just kind of wish they stepped
to be
away
fair though, Psycho, they've done that third person formula in different ways. Horizon is not a third person over the shoulder game. It's a action adventure game. It's a Ubisoft style game, right? And Final Fantasy 16 is looking to be something similar, where it's still going to be more, it's going to be their Devil May Cry more than anything else. And that's still third party. That's not even their first party. So, I mean, they've taken advantage of a lot of that third person formula for sure. So,
yeah,
I definitely.
Yeah. So I kind of hope that they show us something that really get the juices going, show that they're not dependent on Call of Duty anymore with that SOCOM, or if they decide to go Killzone.
Is probably going to be here, right?
No, Call of Duty does their own thing.
Yeah,
but don't they usually show up at PlayStation Showcase?
Not last year.
Later, they'll do it later when PlayStation has like a state of play. They may have like a marketing trailer, but Call of Duty always reveals their game themselves first.
They didn't do it last year either, because so I doubt they'll show up at a PlayStation show this year also, right? Shout out to Alvin, hit us with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Alvin, appreciate you, man. You're always hanging out and showing up. You rock, man. He says, "Yo, Mav, panel and chat. Pong's camera looking crispier than a fresh apple, crisper than an LG C50, crisper than Jalen Rose hairline.
Ooh.
Now that, my friend, is super crispy.
That's crisp.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Alvin.
And shout out
Nice
to
job.
this stranger in the chat as well, Pong Soul.
Yes, I know. Welcome back to the
Something.
chat, Pong Soul.
Yeah, it's good to see the Pong Soul in the chat.
Oh, and Revive saying, you
Wow.
already know, I agree with you. I'll go off on that ledge.
Yeah.
So
my
those who are in
wife
chat.
my wife asked, do we think there might be a My Little Pony announcement?
We know Mav's been looking forward to one.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
After his post on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah.
That was so, like, my wife got me there. I mean, here's what happened. Okay, so we were sitting in the car. She grabbed my phone. I noticed her grabbed it, and she saw something.
Oh,
She retweeted it. I was like, "What are you doing?" And I unretweeted it. Somehow, in the next like 5-10 minutes, she managed to get it again without me knowing. And then another 20 minutes go by or whatever, and I look at our DMs, and you guys are like, "Was Mav hacked? What's going on with Mav?" And I'm like, "What are y'all talking about?" So I go and look, and I have all these My Little Pony tweets saying how excited I am for a My Little Pony movie that came out in 2017. So yeah, then people are still retweeting it.
They should.
Yeah, I literally Boom just retweeted that.
Because it's
So-
fucking hilarious.
Shout out to Boom. But yeah, she got me good on that. But you guys rock. Thanks for this amazing chat, for being here. We got 84 people here hanging out right now. If you like the content here on Fun Speculation, hit the like button, share it out, sub to the channel. I want to give some shout outs to some of the chat here. Shout out to Prey, PTK Blam, shout out to Doobie Dar,
Blam!
Revive Saying, Topaz Girl, Jagger Blaze, Alex, Deccaddo, Antonio Newman. What's up? What's up? Defunct Jester, how's it going? Retro Advisory Board, Ben Millard, Depka, Ghost Fixter, Ray J, Calarie, how's it going, Calarie? Micah Ford, Poison Maniac, Nola Origins, Duke to Go, or Togo. Actually, is that how you say that?
To go.
To go, Duke to go.
Yeah,
I'll
to
take
go.
one to go, please,
There
dude.
you go.
I'll
Take a Duke to go.
Blue Moon FC. That was my
Ooh,
beautiful
and a
wife,
Blue Moon.
Caitlin,
Let's
hanging
go.
out. Let's see who else we got here. Tony Grasso, the Godfather, you're
I like
hanging
the
out. DS Omen, Mike Petro.
Ooh, Patron.
Why So Serious? Beast Mode 10. John Wolf, Paul Grant, Wolf. I already said Wolfrey. Shut up again. Wolfrey gets 2 shutouts. You guys all rock. Tom for Toonami, Web Dave is here. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? You guys all rock. Thanks for being here. Let's get in. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I apologize. But we got some more stuff to get to here. All right, so y'all want to make like some? We got 12 minutes to go before showtime. Y'all want to go through and make some final last minute predictions here? I want like one safe and one like
Safe.
for the moon.
Okay.
You know, one shoot for the
Okay.
moon thing here. As Psychonauts, we'll start with you, bro. Like, what's your one safe? Now, yesterday or on Monday on FSP, I asked for a couple safe predictions, and you gave me a bunch of like crazy ones. So let's get like one safe one and then one shoot for the moon.
Safe one. I would say that we'll see.
Spider-Man 2.
Well, no shit.
Can we let me say this? None of us can say the word Spider-Man 2 because that's like too safe.
Damn.
Or Final Fantasy 16. Those are,
All right.
you can't say that either.
I'll throw it in the opposite side then.
I guess I'm gonna go on a limb and just say Twisted Metal will be there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a limb. And you're
Um,
safe.
No,
That
that
was a
wasn't my
safe.
safe.
You said I'll go on a limb and
Yeah,
say
that's not
Twisted
safe.
Metal, but that's my safe.
Yeah, because I'm only saying that because I think that they
Come
will
on.
capitalize with the TV show.
Okay. All right. So
as
that's your
The
safe.
Last
Go
of
on your
Us.
audio limb. I can't wait to
On
hear
a
this one.
limb,
Yeah.
this one, Ghost of Tsushima 2. That is
Okay.
my out of the limb.
Okay.
Not out of the limb, but the
I always
fucking-
actually reverse those two. but
Yeah,
okay.
no.
I'll-
Yeah.
I'll
I'm about to say,
allow it.
although they said Ghost of Tsushima 2 wasn't going to be at the showcase.
Yeah, but
yeah.
that's fine. We'll let it.
Yeah,
play.
we'll let it slide.
All right.
That works. All right, 3-bit. Now, you know nothing about this show. I know you know things about other shows.
Better not take my guess again, 3-bit.
So
we've never really asked 3-bit about PlayStation. He might know PlayStation.
He might know some of the stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
I actually work at PlayStation.
A little bit.
Okay.
I only know like one PlayStation person that works at Naughty Dog.
A big one too. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he keeps hammering down on Last of Us.
So we're
don't know.
expecting something from Naughty Dog here, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like, yeah, I dated them for a year. They told me everything, and I just left them.
Right.
Wow.
All right, 3-bit. Safe and and then
safe and
crazy.
And crazy. Safe and crazy. Safe and crazy.
Not that easy, is it?
Yeah, man. For my crazy, I would like to see man, why do you go to me? I wanted to see.
Well, I'm going up the line.
KOTOR. KOTOR. You'll see KOTOR.
We only have 9 more minutes, 3-bit, so you better pick up your pace.
All right. So I think we will see factions. That'll be my safe. It's been too long. I feel like it's time.
And you know somebody from Naughty Dog, and
but I don't know if they're
Getting the truth.
My crazy will be a franchise like Killzone returning.
Okay.
I don't think it'll happen, but it'll be cool to see, Sony return to some of those franchises. So I'll go with Killzone.
Okay. I like it. Killzone. I get back into the first-person shooter genre from Guerrilla. That'd be nice. Pong. Let's go, man. Pressure's on.
let's go. All right, so safe bet. I will go with. Actually, I'll start with my unsafe bet. I'll go with my out on a limb bet. SOCOM.
Okay.
Let's get that one out of the way. I'm gonna say they've been working on SOCOM as one of their games as a service, and that'll be coming back, one of the franchises. And then safe bet. Well, it's just hard because I could pick like the easy ones out there. Let's just go Stellar Blade.
Okay.
I want to change mine to Sunset Overdrive.
Okay.
Sunset Overdrive 2.
Is your safe bet or your risky?
My risky.
Okay. That's fair enough. Jasper, let's go.
I think safer bet I would say is Mortal Kombat gameplay.
No.
It's
It's gonna happen at
Achilles.
Summer
It's
Games
been announced
Fest.
for
It's already
Achilles.
been announced.
Oh, that's shit. Well, damn.
No, can't take it back. I'm just kidding.
Somebody
You
hasn't
can
been
take it
reading our
back.
DMs. Okay, Jasper.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. Glad I got that.
I guess I'll just replace my somewhat risky bet as my safe bet then. Ben Studios is going to finally show off their new game they're working on.
Pretty safe.
They've been talking.
Support
The last
studio.
show.
Yes.
How did
It's
I
a
do?
great game.
That's fine.
Risky bet.
Mhm.
Wow. So I already said Twisted Metal, so I can't do that. What else do they got? I mean,
Everything.
Ben does Siphon Filter, so they wouldn't show that off. Okay, Ben Studios doing 2 games to come out with Siphon Filter.
Nice. Love it. Siphon Filter, and what was the other one again?
Their game that they've been working on.
Whatever,
Okay.
whatever
All
their
right.
project is,
Yeah.
their new project. Yeah.
All right, Steel. Safe and risky.
Starting off with risky, I am going to say Spider-Man, but I'm going to say it in a different fashion. I want to see if Spider-Man gets that M rating for mature. With them throwing Venom in there.
I thought we were getting some
okay.
co-op. I thought we were getting some co-op there, Steel.
No, I don't
right.
I don't think co-op's going to come.
Okay.
Again, if I'm just going to believe them at their word as far as that
Okay.
goes. If they do
All right.
co-op, that's going to be next level. But I'm going to throw it risky that they go mature because Venom being in there. If they're really willing to play that line, because I know Disney might be like, no, but I based off the first one, I feel like they could definitely take that leap to go that way. Safe. What would safe be, man? I'm I'm gonna no, I don't want to use that as my save. That's so like weird. And I've been here, not a lot of people have been supporting the game like that. Because I was gonna say maybe a Ghost of Tsushima DLC for more multiplayer content coming in to help support that game. But damn, what is it? What would be another good safe one? I'm gonna go safe. They're gonna announce the PlayStation Slim.
Okay.
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
we're gonna
That's
we're gonna
a
get the
good
hardware.
one.
I like
That's
it.
a good
I
one.
like it.
You know,
I
like
do.
it's
I'm
the
gonna be safe on
the
that.
safe is almost harder because you're putting your credibility on the line a little bit. Like the risky one, you can say whatever the fuck you want almost.
Right.
So it's like a harder to pick a safe
plus you
one.
want to be different than the
Yeah,
just say,
exactly.
you know,
Yeah,
it's just so it's kind of hard. But they
Safe
all right,
bet.
Mav.
They're going to show
Mav,
10
you're
minutes
up.
of VR.
Yeah,
They're gonna show VR too.
Well, here's my
30
safe,
minutes.
safe pick. We're gonna get a Last of Us Part 2 announcement for PC.
Okay.
And tying into my risky, they're also going to announce Ghost of Tsushima for PC.
Okay. Let's go.
As well,
I like PC announcements now. By the way.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
know you do. As well,
Yeah, of course you do.
as well as they're going to show a hint or talk about, maybe tease that a Ghost of Tsushima movie. As well,
that was
I can see them. I can see them doing that.
there's stuff out there about it, right? So
we're gonna have some transmedia here.
yeah, transmedia,
Okay.
and then they're going to go into they're making a new Ghost of Tsushima game, but it may be Ghost of Tsushima 2, or maybe it'll be like called Ghost of something else,
Or PS5 remastered, unfiltered edition.
Yeah, or they'll re-release the third cut of the game.
Super director's
Which I
cut.
could totally
You know.
see happening.
So that'll my risk, making it more risky by having like a 3-part to that: the PC, the movie information, and also announcement of a like sequel. Right.
Nice.
Okay.
Calarie had a good one. Calarie, Astrobot game for VR. That's a good one, man.
Astrobot, that is a good pick, actually.
For VR.
I like that one.
Maybe.
Yeah,
They're gonna have some VR stuff here too, so
they are.
they gotta have something. We're 3 minutes away from showtime, guys.
We are.
Man,
Are you watching it on Sony's channel?
Yes.
I am, yeah.
Or we
Dream
minutes away from a
dream
countdown
scenarios would be SOCOM, would be a new Infamous, would be let's say they bring back Resistance in a big way and try and do it big. They go back and they bring back like older franchises like Sly Cooper and stuff like that as well. They could do so many different things. There's a chance we see third parties here as well, and if we do see third parties, you could maybe expect more from some of the fighting games they have marketing deals with.
More Marvel.
Potentially more Marvel stuff.
That Marvel MMO that was
That would be a big announcement.
Yes, that would be
I think the
huge
biggest thing for me at this show would if Bungie shows off their new game.
announcement.
That would be huge.
Which one?
Matter, I want to see more of.
Matter?
Marathon, but
Okay.
just because it's a new IP.
I think
350,000 people watching PlayStation channel.
here's the thing. I think they have. I don't know if there's been a PlayStation show in a long time, whether state of play or whatever, that's had this much expectation for it as far as like delivering big.
I'm about to say I don't know about expectation, but hype for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are expecting anything. They just expect greatness.
No,
at all time, right?
I would disagree still because I think they're expecting something after 600 days of silence of not having one of these, no hopes and dreams whatsoever. I think they are. I'm reading Twitter. There's people going crazy out there.
Yeah.
Man. I really.
They're saying like people are gonna sell their Xboxes in the middle of this show.
Yeah, I've been seeing some of that.
All right, I'm turning us down a little bit. I'm turning this up. We got 1 minute.
Let's get copyright struck.
Let's get copyright struck, everybody. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be fun. Man's getting a personal letter from Jim Ryan. Let's go.
I would.
I'm trying to get the levels right.
All right. It's
If there's really cool stuff, I might blow There was a nice conclusion to the music here.
RP through M.
Here we go.
All right, I'm turning us down here a little bit.
Sounds like some people might be ahead. So mature content. All footage captured on PS5.
Let's go.
This is gonna open with the PS5 song. Let's see.
If they have another, remember last showcase they had this ridiculous like trailer that everybody thought was like GTA at the beginning of it. It was like 4 minutes long of just like people walking around a city or something. It was really weird.
It's gonna be Jim Ryan.
I will laugh so hard.
He's gonna say, within the last year, I've gamed so much and I've come to an understanding.
Cinematic trailer, not actual gameplay. Let's go.
Oh, Haven out the gates. Let's go.
Oh, you're early as hell.
Yes.
I am.
Pong
Okay,
is-
I'll be quiet.
How are you always early? It's cool.
That's a code. Redeem it.
You want to know about us?
7,900.
Seems like everyone does these days.
That's nothing to do with
It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse.
It's Watch Dogs.
So, we decided to do something about it.
Doing new Saints Row.
Let's go.
Payday.
Designer socks too, I got the swag too. It's a haiku, I'm something like you. My drink and drive too, work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick, I'll crop you. Married to the game, said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
I wonder if this is a live service.
Well, somebody like going in and breaking it.
Yeah, but this is Haven doing it, so.
Mr. PvP.
If you ain't got it, then you
Somebody
can't
else
flaunt it.
breaking in.
Pull up Lamborghini and Sonic.
Yep, sure does. Fair games.
PS5 and PC. Wow.
All right, what y'all
PS5
think?
And PC.
Looks interesting. We've seen it before, but looks
Payday
interesting.
vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe some PvP.
I think it may
in
be
there.
more like an extraction shooter, probably like
Think so?
PvP extraction.
There's another game that's coming out.
Here
too,
he
like,
is.
multiplayer just like that.
I'm Jim Ryan, President
I've
and
been
CEO of
trying to
Sony
block
Interactive
human.
Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the 3rd year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences
There you are.
that they create. Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And now, what you've all been waiting for.
Yay.
Let's go.
Enjoy the show.
PSVR 2, let's go. Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Super Earth, our home. Our
PlayStation.
way.
This is giving me like RTS vibes
City
almost.
Skylines.
Come free.
No, that's not City Skylines.
Oh.
Starship
Look
Troopers?
familiar? Scenes like these are
Looks
happening
like
all
CG.
over the
That's
galaxy
insane.
right now. And you could be
Oh
next.
wow. He looks
That
really...
is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you
Oh,
have the
it's
strength
Helldivers.
and the
Helldivers.
courage to
Yes.
be
Oh, is it nice? Oh yeah.
the Helldivers.
Let's go.
Let's go. Great game.
Helldivers 1 was awesome.
Great game. This has been in the wings for a long time.
Experience
know what that is.
true freedom.
You would like it,
PS4
Steel.
game. You would like it. It's awesome, man.
The freedom to
A
travel
different
the
camera
galaxy.
perspective.
Yeah, because it was
Secure the
top down.
resources
No,
we
it was
need
top down.
to build a better tomorrow.
It looks good.
The freedom to encounter fascinating life forms and introduce them to our sophisticated technology.
I mean, we already got guys in suits. We already
The freedom to make new friends
Feels in love.
and represent the best of
Looks
what
good.
Super Earth has
Looks
to
like a
offer.
grounded anthem.
Become part of an elite
Somebody that knows
peacekeeping
has the actual
force
direction.
and work together
That looks good.
to spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy.
It's a big difference from the first
Become part of
Helldivers.
something larger than yourself.
Huge difference, man.
You become a hero.
I like that. I like that.
Become a legend.
Become a Helldiver.
Yeah,
the
let's
PC,
go.
yes.
This
let's
year,
go.
this year.
Let's go.
It's multiplayer. It's co-op.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the first one was co-op too. Steel. We'll have some fun on that, man.
Oh, was it?
Yep. It
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 4-person top-down co-op action game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's kind of like the Ascent.
It was twin stick, wasn't it, Matt? Back in the day?
I can't remember if
I
it was
think it
twin
was twin
stick.
stick. I think it was twin
so.
stick.
It's the hand.
Oh.
Follow, but do not engage.
Oh, this is whatchamacallit.
Project Awakening? No, this is Immortals, AVM or whatever.
Maybe engage a little.
EA.
Oh, that's it for cool.
Call of Duty Magic Shooter.
Steel, you're behind like 3-4 seconds, man.
Yeah, I think so.
This is an Unreal 5 game, right?
Yep.
Correct. Yep.
Nightblades have established a stronghold, and Kirkin seems to think you might not get me killed.
This is a multi-plat. It's not exclusive.
Jury's still out on that one.
Unless they bought it.
You think it's a possibility? For EA?
Not with EA. No.
Oh, I was like, what the heck?
Also, like a month before release.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this game.
I didn't say Google.
Oh boy.
It's kind of like how I picture Avowed, like the spells and stuff. Like some of it.
A lot of FARK going on.
Roshanians haven't had enough yet.
We haven't given them enough yet.
It's Anthem before they got the mechs.
When they said the campaign was like what, 30 hours or something?
Yeah.
I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me!
I like the art. I like the art. Okay.
Immortals of Avium. July 20. Oh.
I haven't even got that.
505.
Yeah, we'll see how it is.
505.
So far, great pacing.
Yeah, I just now got 505. One more left. I like.
Oh, this is the Neil Blomkamp game, right?
I don't think so. No.
Is it not?
No, it's not.
This
Whoa,
is-
Steel. You're gonna like this.
That looks like a Destiny character.
Why'd you look like the dude from Death Runner?
Oh, look at this.
Oh yeah. This
Whoa, I like
fucking
it.
crazy thing.
Oh,
Is this Ghost Runner?
too?
Yeah, Ghost Runner 2.
It looks like Ghost Runner.
I think this is Ghost
It looks
Runner
like
2.
Ghost Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to
Yep,
be.
it is.
Yep.
Okay, so they
Let's
jumped it up the
go.
next level.
I love the first
This
one.
isn't a game for everybody.
No, not for me. No, not for me.
game
I
is
love
not
watching
easy
people
to
play it. I love watching people play it, but not me.
The game can be extremely annoying.
To say the least.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
What's your plan?
Good game.
Uh-oh.
That's interesting.
Knowing you
Oh,
have only
no.
66 days to live.
Does it look like
What is
No.
this?
S game.
Is this
Game.
Black
Black
Myth?
Myth?
Is this?
No, that's S game.
Oh, this is that other
Oh,
one
yeah.
that we saw recently.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it.
Bloodborne for a second.
Not the last
Just
Ronin, right?
run away.
No, I can't remember the name of it,
This
but it was
is
shown.
nice. I don't remember seeing this, man.
It was I was on Twitter. There was like a
look at
video of
this
the
girl.
gameplay.
Wow.
It won't make any difference at the end of the day.
If I'm thinking it's the right game.
You know better than anyone someone
Hey,
else.
looks good.
This looks really good.
I just switched it to like I just
Wait.
watching Wolverine.
I like that character. I like that. Is that an enemy? Asian tag? Asian woman?
Almost looks like Neo.
Everyone wears a mask.
It does.
Some way, yeah.
Easter flavor. Yeah. That dragon looks great though.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Okay, multiple masks. Okay.
Look at the combat steel coming up.
Oh wow! Yes!
Oh yes.
Oh, I like that.
Ah, that sword gameplay is fire.
That's some real crouching tiger thing.
Yep.
Oh, cover.
Yep. Oh.
Oh. Nice.
Okay. Okay.
This damn place, you're suicidal.
Definitely a different take on the soul combat.
One last toast.
I feel like it's gonna play more like Jedi.
We're all done.
Yeah, probably. So,
Yeah.
more like that.
Yeah. With all the tearing and so long.
I feel like it's more like you hit a button and it just kind of does some random animation.
Yeah.
Like,
As long as you got
over
the
it.
time anyway.
Yeah.
This wall running.
We got a little bit of red in there now, huh?
I like the contrast. Red, light, and gray world. A world that is off color.
Patience is the key.
That looks so dope.
master.
That looks dope. Definitely looks dope.
What is
Time
it?
is not on his side. All we have to do is wait. Yes. Let's kill him with time.
This is one long trailer.
It is. They knew it was a fire trailer. They gave him a lot of time.
Yes, they did.
Phantom Blade, Zero.
I've never seen that, man. That's nothing we've seen. I don't
that's
think.
new.
Yeah, you're right.
66 days to live.
When you have only 66 days to live.
Interesting.
Can anybody
Like
look
the
up
concept.
S game? Are they Japanese? Are they Korean? Can anybody look it up?
Get my heart
No, I haven't
back.
looked at it yet.
Come to
Phantom Blade,
PS5. There's no console exclusive.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Yep.
So you're saying I can play it on my Series X?
That
Is
one might
what
be
you're saying?
multi-plat, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sand.
I'm gonna assume that
Journey
it's gonna be
to.
on
I don't know.
PlayStation.
I was just about to say that, Jasper. Actually.
They can't money hat all the games.
Oh, it's from the same. It's from the same developers, or from the same artists, I should say. Looks dope. There's such good games.
I like the way the world moves. Giant squeak.
Oh, they got a Tony Hawk game.
Pretty much. That's what it looks like. Looks incredible.
Like,
Oh, they're mixing all their games together. You got the water, you got the sand.
Yeah. If you can surf, if they have legit surfing, that'd be
Sword
sick.
of the Sea.
This one also just says coming to PS5. I don't know if that's just new terminology they're using for exclusives or if it's that means that it's not exclusive.
There wasn't any combat in that though, so I feel like it's just going to be an adventuring thing.
Yeah, it's just a walking sim, and you get the story around you.
You get to do kick flips off of ramps and shit with a sword.
well, Phantom
A new
Blade
world awaits you,
Executioners, if that's the
full
same
of dangers and
sort
mysteries,
of,
signs
if
and
it's in the same
wonders.
series and it was
Things
only
that
on
I,
What is
in
this?
my garden,
PS5.
could never have imagined.
Think of the
Wake up as a
world we
robot?
could build if we believed in ourselves.
It's like Stargate there.
If we
Yeah,
truly
almost,
believed
right?
in what it means to be sentient. To face the universe without fear or delusion.
Reminds me of Eternal.
It's got cats. It's game of the year.
Imagine vast cities full of life and light. Great towers rising towards the sky. So much would be possible.
I have no clue what genre this even is, you know?
If we believed. If we still had
Impressive world.
faith.
Talos Principle. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a puzzle.
Puzzle. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that one just says PS5. It doesn't say coming to PS5 trademark.
Yeah, what the heck is their terminology?
I wasn't expecting a game like that to do that though. For them to show that. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the game where you move that big ball thing around, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Portal-y kind of puzzle game where you do like 3D puzzles and try to get to the next room.
Ooh, Greece.
Yeah, they're definitely putting some focus on indies again.
Yeah.
Greece. Oh God.
Greece was a beautiful game.
That's crazy. We just combined all Princess Mononoke into one.
I'm about to say.
Did they say what year for that Phantom Blade game?
No,
Nothing.
Did they give out a date on any of these yet? I don't think they have.
I like the art. Oh, that's the wolf.
Oh. Yep.
Where's your nose?
You pulled me into the game.
I'm sick of seeing characters in these indie games that are missing either eyes or noses or like whatever.
Got nose right there, bro.
Yeah, but when she looks at you, the nose disappears.
Mav, you watch anime. You know how this works.
I know.
Animes have like a dot as a nose.
I feel like it's for the sake of art, but it's really just lazy artists that like I don't feel like making noses.
Oh, baby wolf.
So this game has a heavy emphasis on reincarnation, which is old.
Or was that
not a lot of games cover that concept? I mean, or yeah, it could just be the baby, yeah. But I mean, you also saw the crow though. It turned, died into life.
True.
That's me with Ori a little bit.
Neva.
Devolver.
Yeah.
2024. There's your date.
Devolver.
What is the what kind of game is it? I don't know what kind of game it is.
You gotta show people gameplay.
If
you
it's
walk
like
to the right of the
side.
screen, and
Probably like if it's that.
I gotta turn this Cat Quest.
Cat Quest, game of the year.
I gotta turn Cat Quest.
Pirates
down.
of the Caribbean.
Cat Quest is a little loud.
Caribbean. I'm out. I thought you were joking.
Okay, Revive did call it. He said there would be a lot of indies.
Hey man, this is what you got. This is
Pirates
what people are hyped
of the
for.
Caribbean.
It's called diversity. This is what this is.
This isn't what they want. That's not.
Oh,
what
they must be
about.
hating the show then.
This is not what they were talking about. Look at that.
That's a
Look
blade.
at this logo. Hey,
this
it
New
already-
York?
It already plays.
Oh no,
better
Square Enix. Never mind.
Than
Final
Ubisoft
Fantasy?
game.
Maybe this is
Final
7
Fantasy
part
7?
2.
Part 2?
Probably is.
It's over.
You remake
It's
part
over.
2?
Yep.
Yep.
Looks like it.
Yep.
That art style.
Wait, what?
Oh.
No,
This isn't Final Fantasy at all.
No, this is not.
different.
Is this one of their new NFT games?
3v3?
It might be the NFT.
PvP game?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's gonna piss people off. That's gonna piss me off.
They got Square to make them a games as a service? Okay. Okay. Champagne bottles for bullets? Okay.
It's Sony Splatoon.
Oh, good call, Jeff. That kind of looks like that with the bubbles.
Yeah.
So who doesn't shoot foam?
Foam party rave.
I'm gonna go
foam
blast
game.
you with my foam, guy. What is this? 2003?
Instead of ink?
What is this? It is. It is. It is. They absolutely copied Splatoon. Bro.
they're not going in there.
Get your glow sticks.
Well, no, Steel's bubble. So it's different bubbles. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
This isn't it.
Nintendo's gonna be like, what the?
This is not it. In my opinion.
Foam stars? It said foam stars in the background of the building.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
Hey.
It's 2003.
Foam
Brave.
party. The game. Bubbles.
The cutscene looked much better than back in the game.
Foam stars. I knew it was gonna have foam in it. Let's go.
Join the foam blast.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not it. I'm good.
Is it? Was that exclusive?
No,
It didn't say. It didn't say. But it
to the
obviously
land
We're gonna
of
get foam
Mojo.
stars on Xbox,
Here
everybody.
Well, we know
John, the
we know
bloody
this is coming
squire
to
and his
Game
friends,
Pass.
Violet, Thrash, and Pip. Our heroes
This was
protect
announced
the land
a year or
from
two
the
ago
villainous
for
sorcerer
Xbox.
Hungrum. They adventure to the edges
So
of
what do
their
we see for
realm,
first party so far?
and even
Havens.
Nothing.
beyond.
Havens.
Haven.
Yep.
Okay.
The first
There,
one,
Jock
right?
finds
That's all
a
we've
whole
seen. First
new
party.
Yeah.
world to explore.
Helldiver is
Danger.
Helldiver's first party.
Surprises and
Uh,
attractively furnished.
I don't know
organization.
if it's
I
Sony
don't think
published
so.
or
Our
not.
heroes
It's
must
Sony
battle
published.
Hungrum
Yeah, I won't
across
count
the
it as
two
first party.
realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical designs. Off the page and into adventure.
This is a lot like an Xbox showcase so far. I mean,
It is.
Lucky's.
honestly,
Yeah, 'cause this
Oh,
was
PlayStation
announced for
logos.
Xbox a year or two ago.
This could be where they start some
This
exclusives.
is where they turn it up.
No, mate. Nope. This is the breakdown one where you gotta
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
box one where you
the
gotta
box
like
one. Yeah,
plan a heist and like destroy all the buildings
correct.
and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds fun.
This was also on coming Xbox too.
Yes, we've seen that. We saw this last year, I think, or maybe even 2 years.
2 years
we saw
ago.
this. Yeah, 2 years ago.
this looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
It-
the
it
mods on
does.
PC for this are insane. Like what people made. Like you can make entire planets just like fly into other planets in this game.
So what's the goal? You have to destroy the house.
You gotta take down the
Yes.
security systems and stuff.
So like before you go on the mission, you like tear down all the walls and then you like run in and try to disable the security system and rob the safe and get out like in time.
That sounds fun.
There's only one third-person action adventure game so far in this show. That's the Phantom Blade Zero. So
They're showing off the diversity is what they're doing right now.
yeah.
So, like you said, Mav, it's a lot like an Xbox show how it's set up.
How all the genres and a lot of multi-plats and stuff, you know. Teardown coming to PS5. No, there's another that language coming to PS5
So we know that's coming to
this
Xbox.
year.
So whenever they say coming to PS5,
Yeah,
that's
that
probably coming to Xbox.
We could have a full exclusive section here.
yeah. Maybe
where
they'll
they
say like
from
everything
on
here is
out.
exclusive.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Haven game is exclusive.
Not actual
What,
gameplay.
that
The Haven's first party, right?
Oh,
like
is
they
this their
started
Grounded?
studio.
yeah.
That's that one game that we seen.
Is it
Oh,
a
is
big
this
game or
that
a
one where
small
where you ride on the bugs or whatever else?
Yeah, Grounded, the version of Grounded.
This is that realistic grounded game that some they were making.
So
This is a
they stealing
total tour.
Splatoon and Grounded.
Oh, this is multi-plat.
Yeah.
Who's making this one?
I don't know.
Man, this is like watching an Xbox show right now because we get all this stuff on Xbox. This is awesome, man.
That's why we love these showcases.
Yeah.
Maybe
Are we
it's
sure
not.
this is that inside game?
No,
'Cause
it's
I've heard gunshots.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't.
This
think
is
it
a
Oh, he's
bird-
eating that frog.
Bird Simulator.
Oh,
He's under a shark or something.
oh, no, not a shark.
Oh,
That's a boa. Hey there, Val.
Oh, what's gonna eat? What next? I can't take this.
What is this? This is interesting.
What is
Is it called like
Animal
Evolution or something? Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of game is it? Is it like a
That
4X? Is it-
Ubisoft
I think
game?
like you play as a small animal. You sort of like eat stuff to build up to the next animal. or
Okay,
something
so
like
it's like a god.
So it's
godlike?
like it's like Amico's Shark.
No,
but-
no, it's not. No, it's not.
that.
Just
Oh,
wait.
Metal Gear.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow!
Let's go.
Of course, Snake.
What the hell? Yes. Let's go.
Let's go.
But that
they got the sound.
that tells you this where they're going with the graphics on this thing.
Yes.
This is the intro of Metal Gear.
Yep.
Yes, love it.
Amazing. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I never played it. So.
Yeah, I haven't.
And again,
played,
coming
I
to
never played
PS5.
Snake Eater.
Again, that means multiplat.
Yep.
We think so.
Okay,
Yes.
so whenever they say
Oh.
coming to PS5,
And then also,
Yeah, there's that. Jez was right on that
Yep.
too. The
Yep.
one.
Metal
here's
Gear
the,
Solid
here's the
1
collection.
Master
Autumn
Collection.
2023. We're
Oh,
gonna get that this
wow.
fall.
even the first one, that's the
No, it's
first.
still the old.
What did that just say? Featured work in progress or what?
It's
too
went by
fast.
so fast.
It just said
Beta gameplay.
footage captured on
I'll go back,
PC. They
actually.
lied at the beginning of their show.
A sneak back, autumn 2023, so it comes out this year, and it looks like it's the old
The
game.
3 games were just the same old game.
Yeah, so they're only redoing the.
Shing Shing.
Okay.
Oh, this is interesting.
Like survival / strategy type thing.
Kind of like,
like it.
Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah, it's a lot like Dragon Quest Builders.
It's different. Games are different.
I like the creatures. I like
Mixed
the
with
creatures.
Breath of the Wild. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what this game is.
Avatar.
Their version of Breath of the Wild.
So, are you a guardian for all living things?
Towers.
Towers. Abasha. Coming to,
24.
coming next
Dude,
year.
what is this? This is
Oh.
Final Fantasy.
No.
Yeah, hear the music. It's Final Fantasy.
That's-
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it almost looked like Assassin's Creed.
Is this 12?
No, this is the.
Is this a
one
new
they keep
like
going.
the art style looks so 12ish in that city right there?
Yeah, that's why 16 looks.
Right.
That
So this is a
Renaissance,
16 trailer then.
Yes.
Yeah.
kind of that Renaissance era.
Square really needs to rename their studios.
Creative Business Unit 2.
It's so stupid.
Brought to you by Creative Business Unit 2.
And they give.
You mean to tell me that the mother
God, it looks so good.
reason the world is dying?
It really does.
That's how we're talking.
This one we know is exclusive, at least time.
Yeah, timed exclusive.
Which means forever in Square Enix.
Don't expect Final Fantasy on your Xbox.
You got it branded.
Tell me true.
It's like
Do you believe what I'm about to
time
do?
forever.
Well, it's only 1 year exclusive, and we'll never make it for Xbox, so we didn't lie.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the
forever.
power of the dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
That guy's voice is so badass.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Come to me, Ifrit!
Sounds like the same guy that's in Diablo 4.
What
Yeah.
are the dominants? We are but mighty acts of God.
Enough of this. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
Titan battle.
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
So the summons are, do you control the summons in this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
You fully control it.
I don't want to be a monster. Clive.
I have to stop him. I have to save them.
So if they die, are they gone?
No, it's like, what do you mean gone?
Give me the strength
Like-
to end your reign.
Like, you're still alive, but you're
probably
summon dies.
game over.
It's like Pokemon.
Probably you gotta fight the fighter.
Yeah, collect them all.
No, like you gotta fight the starter. You gotta fight over. You can only have one at a time. From my understanding of how the combat's working, you're gonna be able to choose which icon you want to use.
Looks damn good.
Fate will fall. This fall. Oh, nope, June 22nd.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Nothing on the showcase so far has been exclusive.
They're staying away from that.
Final Fantasy 16 has been timed exclusive. Haven's games exclusive.
Yeah,
Helldivers 2.
But they're staying away from
2.
mentioning it. That used to be a staple of their shows, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wonder if they're just saying that because they either going to PC or the CMA still.
I'm trapped here.
No, it's probably because they're coming to PC.
In this
What is this?
Horror game.
To escape.
Silent Hill, maybe?
Every word.
Condemned.
It's like Outlast 3.
Yeah, it looks like kind of Outlast.
Yeah.
Into darkness.
Alone in the Dark?
Oh no, Alan Wake.
I'm glad
Alan
Epic
Wake
Games?
2.
Oh, Alone in the Dark.
It's right up your alley.
Alone in the Dark?
Yes.
Victims one of their own.
No, that's Alan Wake.
Oh, it
too.
could be Alan Wake.
That's Alan Wake
Yeah.
2.
You're right.
So you
My
knew
bad.
Al Victim.
I was gonna say.
Only the rumors.
Alan
He was
Wake 2.
chasing.
Will this be the Alan Wake they originally wanted to create?
Someone knew they were
You know?
here.
Probably.
Was playing a game with them.
Because, remember, they had to tone it down dramatically from their original vision.
It's for us.
Watch him say exclusive at the end of this one.
The text is about us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead.
That'd be a kick in the nuts for Xbox.
Alan's kind of looking like Keanu Reeves in this.
Right?
Wait, you don't even play as Alan Wake? You play as FBI agent?
Interesting.
Yep. Looks like it.
They said Alan Wake's he's the bad guy.
He's the player.
There's something I'm forgetting.
Maybe
Something
both.
important.
Looks like both.
Something's not right.
Easy now.
I'm noticing the flashlight, but I'm not seeing that flashlight
First
gameplay
things
mechanic they had from the first
What's
one.
your name?
But you don't see the Duracell batteries laying everywhere. Or was it
It really does
Energizer?
look like Keanu.
October 17th.
October 17th.
Dang, this year.
Epic Games, so it's coming to PC.
Oh, here we go.
Mirage, baby.
Yep.
Bringing Assassin's Creed back.
Yep. So, saying about 15-hour playthrough.
Welcome.
This is what we
Hidden
wanted instead of all those spin-off.
Let's go. Is that a camel? That's a camel you're riding it.
You have died
Yeah.
and been reborn.
Yeah, people ride camels.
Well, not usually in Assassin's Creed games.
Assassin's Creed Origin did.
Can we ride a camel in Origins? I didn't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your main mode.
I had a camel and a chocobo.
I remember riding a horse a lot in
need to
Origins.
find a way to get you inside
can ride
without
camel.
being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
Yes, they're taking it back.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
It's interesting that Ubisoft is like putting their games out on other people's shows.
Yeah. They could have saved this for their own show on the 12th.
Embrace the fear.
Unless a big tag was delivered.
Find the stillness.
We'll probably get like a 10-minute gameplay demo at the Ubisoft Forward show or something.
Yeah.
I heard you can get contracts in this game and like kill somebody. And,
Yeah, it's 100% more so stealth-focused.
Yeah.
100%.
This looks awesome.
I'm just glad it's going back to the old style.
Yeah.
The stage is yours,
Looks the way it should. Definitely gives you the Assassin's Creed 1 feel. As you go trilogy feel.
We will be watching.
They could almost have like two
It's called
Assassin's Creed franchises going, like a traditional and then like the hugely
October
open
12th.
That's what they're
RPGs.
doing.
Yeah.
Also
Oh, we got a date. October 12th. Nice. The Glory Society. Again, a lot of multi-plat.
A lot of indies. Yeah, a lot of indies too. And this is captured on
There's
PC,
also,
by the way.
yeah, they lied but in their show. Second game said that.
Nothing to blow my socks off yet.
Yeah, not yet. The one that's blown my socks off so far has been Metal Gear. So I already knew that.
I've seen that cat somewhere before. I forgot what that cat's game is in.
That band is out of key. I gotta turn it down. That's horrible.
Night in the Woods. That's what it is. Yeah, Night in the Woods.
Phantom Blade Zero was the coolest thing I've seen so far. Like as far as
that
like
was cool. That was cool.
That sword gameplay was sick.
Yeah.
You know, got the wall running, got the covers. It's like a level up for me for that genre.
Coming to PS5. Jesus.
How long has it been? Got another 30 minutes. So,
yep.
About 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, where is the VR games? Hopefully they don't leave it at the last like 20 minutes.
Dragon's Quest?
No. No, Dragon's Quest looks like Dragon Ball.
I like the look of it. It does have a Dragon's Quest quality to it, though.
Action-based game.
I wonder if this is Breath of Fire. There's a little dragon.
No, this is
Is this Genshin?
No.
I don't play those games.
Come on, Steel.
Blue Fantasy? Grand Blue Fantasy?
Oh,
Grand Blue
yeah.
Fantasy, good call.
I'm interested in that game. I do want to play that.
Yeah, this was multi-plat too, because that's coming to Xbox, right?
Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah.
This looks
At
good.
least that's what it looks like it is.
This has been a solid showcase so far.
It's been like average.
Where's the first party stuff, though?
Well, if you're
Grand Blue Fantasy relink.
If you're gonna be,
call,
if
Steel.
you're on the PlayStation side, this showcase is the most shittiest fucking showcase.
Street Fighter
comes out this year in the winter. You said relink.
I've crossed paths with many.
Yeah, relink. Grand Blue Fantasy relink.
Wow, he punched that rose
I've also
petal
met
so
my share
hard.
of enemies, opponents I had to overcome.
But it was gentle.
My journey knows no end.
I'm not playing this game.
I will continue to do.
I mean, who is? Diablo comes out the day before.
Which fighting game you going for, Steve?
Tekken's gonna be the main one.
You were seeking
Tekken don't end up releasing this year.
No real need to do so.
More Kombat.
Honestly, I thought you were a complete idiot.
I don't know how I like the create your own character aspect.
I don't
That's
mind
just
that.
for the multiplayer, really, though. Like,
Yeah,
and then rank
for me.
matches, I doubt they're gonna let you do custom characters.
It's like NBA 2K.
I'm not
or
really
whatever,
strong
like the 2K
to
mode.
chase after a monster like that.
That's the mode I usually end up playing the most in games like that. So
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
I always hated his hairstyle. It always bothered me.
Was it simply a trick of the senses?
Neo GameSpark said, so far Phantom Blade Zero is the only thing I'm hyped for in the showcase. Rest feels like a blog post.
Yeah.
My stream just froze.
It's right now. It is average for me too, Paul.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game.
Yeah, for a show that you haven't had in a while.
Doesn't have a real ending.
What the hell?
Yeah, for over 600 days, I'd be upset with Sony if I was them.
well, we still got 20
they still
minutes.
got time.
Got 20 minutes.
We still got time.
Shout out to
They haven't
everybody
shown
hyped
the
for
stuff
Street
that
Fighter.
any of us predicted yet.
Yeah, but they
so.
still haven't shown the VR stuff either, and it's just going to be at the show.
They got a Dante skin for fucking.
Oh
Ken.
yeah, true.
I'm out.
Alvin, member for 11 months, says haven't even to the VR games yet. Yeah, you're right, Alvin.
Damn, Deathlord. He said 5 out of 10 so far. God damn.
Yeah, Deathlord says, but yeah, 5 out of 10. Tom Fruit says, dude, it's been 40 minutes of multiplats. It's what it feels like.
I wasn't expecting this type of showcase.
No,
I'll tell you that.
it seems like an
Yeah.
Xbox
Not
showcase, but with less exclusives. It's, I don't know.
I was literally expecting something to do. I don't know what maybe I don't know.
Unless there's a lot of
This
games
looks cool
that
though.
are exclusive that they're not putting on here to show, say, oh look, all our games are not exclusive.
Ultros.
That game screams Metroidvania.
That screams Psycho taking some of his medications and playing.
That screams.
It just seems
how
like
Psycho
they're
sees the
trying to pretend they're fake transparency. Like, oh look, all our games are coming to multi-platform when it's really not. I just wonder.
Perfect World Games.
That's what they're doing.
I keep using these transitions.
Perfect World?
Like,
Really?
Yep.
well, Perfect World games.
They make a lot of like shitty MMOs.
Oh really?
But
I mean, we kind of knew they would focus on a lot of.
got a giant mech.
parties.
Go.
I mean, you're already talking my language, so.
And a girl with an eye
Yo,
patch.
I like this art
Let's go.
style.
Yeah, this is up your alley, Steel.
What game is this, Steel?
I have no idea what this is.
Oh,
It's different.
This artwork is phenomenal.
I wonder if this is the
art style.
Genshin people.
No, it's not.
you got a fucking robot unicorn?
I don't know what
It is an MMO. Let's go.
This is like Honkai Impact or something like that. Yeah, definitely up my
Use
alley.
mechs. You get to use mechs. Let's go.
This looks like Honkai Impact kind of thing.
Giant robot flying shark, man.
Hey, that's all I need. Definitely looks like a gotcha game.
Is that from
Oyo?
The colors. Like,
Underwater
Underwater.
too.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, underwater
This
too?
animation is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
It's
okay,
beautiful. Yeah.
nice.
Tower
I
of
like-
Fantasy.
Yes, it's Tower of Fantasy.
Yep.
Yep. See,
See?
What platforms?
it's already on PC. Like it's been
Okay.
out. So if it's coming to PlayStation, I guess that makes sense. Because it's that game is struggling currently.
What is this?
Oh my God.
Capcom.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Oh, no way.
Let's go, Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
Let's
There's
go.
no way it's Dogma
Let's
2.
go.
It's Dogma.
There's no way it's Dogma 2.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go.
Dogma 2 is gonna be that's good.
This is gonna be big. This is gonna be big.
Was
If
this
they keep the
multiplayer?
mechanics from the first one and just update it,
You need only believe in your own destiny.
I'm hyped for Dragon's Dogma.
That begs the question. If he's a mere mummer,
Oh, this looks
this looks
This looks
the
so
RE
good.
engine's just
Empress Nadinia's
killing.
life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the sovereign's guide.
Yeah, I like
this
the
is
way
gonna be
Dogma's
multiplayer.
Best thing at the show so far, right here.
Is that Idris?
It did look like Aegis. I thought the same thing, man.
Oh, he
See that
called the
meteor?
meteor from the
Yeah,
sky.
the meteor. You see how it appeared out of the sky?
Yeah,
Still?
I
You don't
like
see
that.
that in most
No,
games.
it looked natural. Oh, look at the dragon.
I
The
love
wagon.
that in Dragon's Dogma. How you can just, like,
Okay,
follow.
in the air with the green.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Medusa.
Whoa, can we show that?
Oh, Medusa's getting a little cute out here. You know, it's not full. Full Tata.
Dragon's Dogma 2. That's
That's
awesome.
a good one.
Another
That's a
multi-
good
announcement.
one.
Another big
No time.
multi-plat.
No time, no release date.
Oh, VR game. I bet.
I
Oh, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
We know how
man.
challenging it
So
can
are
be
they
to
gonna
find
start?
a place
What
where
they'll
you
probably
feel
do,
that you
man,
truly
is start
belong
shelling out all
and
the
to find a
VR
job
games
that
and then
treats
end
you
with like a
mostly with
banger.
respect.
No, you gotta have
I
Spider-Man
think they'll
2.
end with 2 bangers.
10 minutes of Spider-Man 2.
Maybe end with Spider-Man.
We
5
are
minutes of
excited to
Spider-Man
inform
2.
you that you did an adequate
Yeah.
enough job the first
Because we
time
got
around
15
to
minutes
have
left,
you
right?
back.
Now they said
Maybe
over.
like 20. 2025, maybe.
Also, there were no other
AJH, you
applicants.
stupid.
So strap
I'm
yourself
starting
in
to doubt
and
that
get
Last of Us
motivated
will
to
be
an
here now.
appropriate degree.
Oh, wow.
If you ain't
AJH shots fired.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, man. Capcom can do it, but I guess Final Fantasy can.
That would be interesting if they specifically put the character, made sure he was highlighted in the trailer just to showcase that, just to like take a shot at Square. You know,
late 2020.
Like, all right,
I know,
Square.
wow, it's possible. You put black people in as fantasy. Who would have known?
Not realistic, 3-bit. Come on.
If I had a VR, my kids would.
Oh, we just got a whole ass VR thing now. Okay.
$550.
All right, chat. So far, everybody, put your favorite reveal so far from the showcase.
Resident Evil.
I should have been writing some of them down.
Resident Evil VR would be too much for me, bro. I couldn't do it.
How far could he have gone?
Tower of Fantasy is going to get an influx now, though. That game was a start. They were talking about make the game going offline.
Wilfrey says none.
Come on, Wilfrey. Come on, man. Throw a bunch of
RE4
multiplats
VR.
in here.
They didn't
Let's
even
go.
announce that yet. Well, unless this is RE4.
A lot of Dragon's Dogma love here, and Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear was great, but they didn't show any gameplay or nothing. So it's like,
and they didn't even say it. They even said it wasn't in engine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Dragon's Dogma 2 love here. Let's go.
That's good to see.
Dragon's Dogma.
Good to see, especially since I've recently played Dragon's Dogma.
So far for me, it's Phantom Blade, Metal Gear, and Dragon's Dogma.
Final Fantasy 16 looked great too, but we've already seen it so much that it's hard to get excited about a new trailer, you know?
Resident Evil 4.
VR mode.
You can parry everything in real time.
In development for PlayStation VR 2.
VR mode.
And
yeah, Wolfrey, the Netflix show was really good for Dragon's Dogma.
But even that's probably not exclusive. Our Resident Evil VR probably coming out for all the VR Resident Evils, like PC.
Like, a lot.
I like how they named their VR studio Vertigo.
You see, everything started 2 years ago when
you can smoke cigarettes in VR.
Hi, Fred.
And ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies. Whoosh!
You know, it'd be dope.
What do we have here?
A book of Eli game.
Well, what's a bit of armless?
Yeah, that'd be really sick.
Blah blah blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little overprotective.
How would you play though?
I think it'd probably be like Mad Max, probably a little bit.
Okay,
Like
very
that kind of style.
He's blind, right? So he do some
I'd
blind
love to
mechanics.
sit here all day and chew your ear off. I'll be
Like
right
Daredevil.
out, boy.
Yeah.
But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Fred.
Daredevil would be a sick game too.
I don't remember that.
Who's a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2.
Woo! Looks like today's gonna be a scorcher.
I didn't know if there was a first one.
Yeah, there's like when VR first came out, there was like one of the good VR games.
Well, there's a game for Zona.
Smilegate. Oh, here's our Crossfire VR game.
Yeah, go.
I know that's what you're waiting for.
I'm gonna run out and grab a VR.
Hey, Crossfire might be better in VR.
Guess what? Now Smilegate will
right
be
now.
great again, and Crossfire will be great again.
In VR.
They shut down the Xbox version to go play it on VR.
This is where all the money went to the VR version. But it
Yeah.
finished the first one.
Yeah, they just try to fund the PS version. It looks super responsive.
So did the trailers for the Crossfire X.
You know what? You're not Crossfire Sierra.
Can the VR section be over, please? Yes.
It's
Okay.
gonna. I'm telling you,
That's
it's
cool.
gonna be most of it. So, are we done with VR?
I think we're done with VR. Now we're gonna get 20 minutes
How
of
much
fire.
time we got left?
20 minutes of fire.
minutes.
Let's go.
3 more VR
Nope,
games.
VR game.
Yep, another VR
Really?
game.
Fuck.
Yep. Mav, you got to go invest, man. They want you.
I don't want to play this shit. I don't care. I don't have any interest.
Is this Deathloop VR?
This is Splinter Cell
It,
VR.
it looks like it, actually. Oh my god, can you imagine, Jasper, if they announced Splinter Cell VR?
Well, that was a game that was announced. But I think they got canceled.
They canceled it. Yeah.
It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting edge.
This is like perfect dark VR is what it looks like right now.
Out of time, out of options. We've got to go in.
Yet another lamb to the slaughter. Well, come on then. Let's see what you're made of.
Somebody wake me up when this shit's over. I'm sorry.
In Dreams. Oh, this is the game they showed at the last State of Play.
I'll admit, you did a good team on the battlefield.
Oh yeah, they did. Okay, they just showed this part instead of.
Yeah, they didn't show like the realistic stuff.
Yeah, this game looked interesting.
I need you to focus.
I can see people having fun with
The
it.
clock is ticking. You have to adapt.
Back again? Pathetic! Your heroics mean nothing!
You're getting close.
Yeah, I can see people having fun with that. I'll probably have fun with that.
They showed this in
Yeah, the last State of Play. You said that.
$600 worth of fun.
Oh, okay, sorry. I blanked out.
$600 worth of fun.
Well, no, nowhere close.
Okay.
No.
Synapse.
Wasn't that?
That's what I'm saying.
same
If I
trailer?
had a VR already,
Oh, here comes the Beat Saber.
Schnapps.
Really?
Oh my god. Are you guys
Don't
watching the
stop
chat
me
for
now.
on the PlayStation?
no.
No.
What are you
Everybody's
saying?
putting Z's in there.
Oh,
Oh, I got Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber. Yeah.
We're
Nobody
gonna
knows
get
about
you
it.
a copyright strike, cause fuck you.
Yeah, you should actually really use it now, man.
Nobody knows.
Definitely.
Nobody knows if Phantom Blade Zero is coming to Xbox yet or not. So it's been PC and PS5 only right now.
Stop it all.
This is
Oh my
where
god,
all the
everybody's
screens shut
Z's,
down.
everybody's saying no more VR.
At least they chose a good song.
They're getting crushed.
Hey, I feel it. I mean, it's a popular
All right,
game.
no more VR. All right, let's go. No more.
Ooh, with the
We
Queen
gotta get
music
one more,
pack.
though.
Bye
No,
now.
no. No more VR.
One more.
Let's go.
One more beat.
One more. Yeah.
No.
We gotta
No,
sell
no
it.
more.
Nope,
Nope.
definitely not VR. Oh. Nope.
Big time
Look.
Queen fan.
It has an 8%
Ooh.
jump over the first one.
What is
Hyenas?
this?
Not actual gameplay.
No, definitely not.
Is this Arc Raiders?
Bungie.
No.
Bungie. It's a new one.
Oh, matter.
Here we go.
Doesn't matter.
Here we go. What everybody's been waiting for.
Multi-plat.
Oh my god.
That is true. That is true.
We don't know that.
That's what they said. They said their next
Yeah,
games are going to be
but-
multi-plat.
But you know how that changes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, but Bungie hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is true. So they'll have exclusive stuff. I like the look.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, again, it's not gameplay, but
Gameplay.
I like
What
the
do you
aesthetic that they're trying to go with here.
I like the aesthetic, but it's not showing me much.
Wow.
Ooh, sick characters.
In the water.
Yeah.
Definitely a PvE focus on that.
Oh yeah.
PvE or
Mar-
PvP?
it's, yeah, it's
It
marathon.
looks so it's Fortnite.
Oh, it's marathon. Okay.
It's marathon.
Oh, nice.
So is Marathon going to be their new Fortnite?
No.
Oh, that's
I didn't
crazy.
get Fortnite from that.
Oh,
That was literally based on the
people still
Halo
saying
universe.
Z's even with a Bungie game. People
Wow.
still putting Z's in
Well,
the
they're
chat.
probably late.
I mean, also, it's
Yeah,
because they
with
released
that-
Destiny. Doesn't
That was a little bit of a disappointing reveal trailer for
Oh, here
Bungie's
goes
next thing,
Destiny.
though.
Speaking of
This is Destiny.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, we're getting late in the show here, boys.
You've missed so much.
Multi-plat.
That's still pretty big.
We've slain gods.
It's big 3-bit, but you gotta show
Vanquished
people like
Why
you gotta show people something,
Fought
right?
alongside those who
They're showing me.
fought against.
I think
yeah,
with
you're
Marathon, they had that big tower going through the moon, so I,
I
think
wish
you're going to
you
go
could
up
have been
levels,
there.
like, and whoever's like whatever team's alive at the end of the next level progresses to the next level of the tower. And whoever gets
Yeah.
the top.
Possibility there, Jasper.
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey, I'm here now.
Yeah, no, people are not happy in the
Wherever the
chat.
hell he
Cade's
is.
coming back.
Cade's alive.
Of course, you bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
The final shape.
They have to.
Destiny Showcase 8/22.
Okay, here we go. First party. Here we go. Firewalk. Let's go.
Dang, I forgot you're so far ahead.
Is that one of the studios they laid off people at, or
no? Fire Sprite.
Okay, Fire Sprite.
Not actually.
This is another live service game though. Firewalk, right?
I think we all assumed it's going to be. I don't know for sure.
I'm liking the looks of this CG ship.
Got Outer Worlds.
Oh, they got the sandwich they stole from Starfield.
Starfield. Look at the logo.
Concord. I like these
They
names.
even got the
I like this
Starfield
80s
colors
style.
on the space thing.
I
Yeah.
like
The
80s
80s
style.
logo,
Yeah.
Concord.
I love that. Yeah.
Cool name.
2024, PS5 and PC.
But what is it?
We don't know.
Concord.
You eat sandwiches on ships. Is all I know right now.
I better see the PlayStation community talking about CGI trailers.
Concorde was the fastest passenger jet you could ever.
We're not getting gameplay, boys. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, from the two big first-party reveals so far with Marathon and that.
And
so far,
Havens.
And Havens. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is you said it's the whole dream show.
Movie trailer.
Turismo movie trailer.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's perfect.
No.
At a game
I gotta see
fucking
chat.
great. Oh my god.
Please stop. Please make this
600
stop.
over 600 days.
TV section.
I'm not-
TVs.
You guys know I'm not.
Play Gran Turismo.
I don't even hate on stuff, man. Over 600 days, really?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
But the issue with this is there's so little time left. You're gonna wait till now to show
Waste
this?
time with a Gran Turismo trailer.
Gran Turismo.
That means they don't
Oh
have
my
shit.
Go play it. It's a great game.
Dr. Tinglenut, TV. Calorie 4 out of 10.
Look at the crap.
DeathLordStrong goes, oh my god, okay, 3 out of 10.
Look,
Gran Turismo.
this is going to be the DLC for Gran Turismo.
It's a movie.
How much time do
and
we
that
got
movie is multi-platform. You can watch it
Game
anywhere.
Pass Dad, as far as we know, Marathon, because Bungie said all their future games will be multi-plat. We got to assume it's multi-plat. Okay, here comes Jim. Final game.
Thank you
That's
for
it.
joining us
Spider-Man.
today.
Yep.
Before we get into our final game,
No factions, huh?
Okay, he's
a few
announcing
announcements
something
to
though.
share. At PlayStation,
Yeah, 3-bit, no factions.
innovation is our passion.
Bro.
Watch it
That
get its own
applies
showcase.
to not just
here we
what
go.
games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch
Oh.
a dedicated
Their stream
device
controller.
that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features.
Everybody
of the DualSense
in their
wireless
chat is
controller.
just going, I don't believe
Games
this. I
must
can't
be
believe
installed on PlayStation 5 console.
Yep. Yeah, of course. It's
Wow.
just streaming.
More
It's
information
just streaming
in the near
That's all
future.
it is.
It
I'm also
better
pleased to
not be
reveal our
over
first
200
ever
bucks.
PlayStation earbuds, which will bring next
Oh, that
generation.
Oh, you got the
$400.
buds.
immersion
Got the earbuds
to
too.
PS5
PlayStation
and
earbuds.
PC. They simultaneously
Everybody's like,
connect
oh,
to smart
everybody
The
in
Wii
chat is
U
just
too.
dying right
New
now.
wireless
They're
technology
like, it's
will
the
deliver
Wii U
lossless
too.
audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality.
This is
while you're
the
playing.
simple thing here is this is not what
Look out
PlayStation
for more
diehards
details
expect
soon.
from PlayStation.
We hope
I mean,
today's
obviously, Spider-Man
showcase
2 is going to hold them
demonstrates
all
our
over. It is
continued
what it
commitment
is. But
to delivering
honestly,
experiences
600 days, no hopes and
surprise and
dreams.
My
delight
head
our
hurts.
players. I
There's
want to thank all of you for your
776,000 people
unwavering
watching.
support for
Yeah.
PlayStation.
My
And
head
they're
hurts.
all complaining. I mean,
Pissed.
there's people in there screaming for Spider-Man, and that's it. Nope, they're not even going to show
So
Spider-Man.
PlayStation 5 is
It's not
now
even a
is now a
handheld.
Wii U.
What is this?
It's a Wii U gamepad.
What is this?
That's That's the that's Spider-Man 2. That's the Hunter. That's Craven
Oh,
the
is it?
Hunter.
Oh,
Craven?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Spider-Man 2.
it's Craven the Hunter. Yeah,
All right, let's watch this.
that's my guess anyway, based on his
Yeah, it is.
gauntlets.
He-
or
yeah,
gauntlets.
Spider-Man 2. It's Spider-Man 2, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's what we said.
Oh, that's not him,
Craven.
but now
That's
it
Craven.
is.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I thought the first one was.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely Craven.
So we're out of New York, by the way.
Yep. We are in there. Which is
I like the way he
where,
just overpowered that man. Like,
Except we're in like some jungle greenhouse.
They're on the
Wolverine's chilling out
rooftop
here.
of.
They're in the New York Zoo right now.
No, they're in Central Park.
oh, he snapped his neck. Oh,
It's Central Park.
he deliberately snapped his shit. Okay,
Central Park Zoo.
put it right in the face.
Definitely darker. Steel, definitely
Gives-
darker.
Gives me a good feeling.
Perhaps
Will
Yeah,
this be
it is
Wolverine?
No, this is
no. Craven has nothing to do with Wolverine.
Black
Yeah,
Cat,
but this is
Prowler,
Sony.
Wrath, Tombstone, Spider-Man.
Okay. Oh, that looks like the same fucking
Going to New
Second
York.
Island. Second Island.
Okay.
They're going to Long Island. Is that where they're going?
Yep. Finally. Yep. Other island.
Great time to be a
I think.
If they don't have the first island available, you can only play in the second one. I'm gonna fucking die.
Sorry, Retro. Sorry, Retro. Yeah, Staten Island.
Just,
My fault.
I don't think
Sorry.
this is what. Not what I was looking for a trailer.
If that's
6 months later.
Okay, I was gonna say that can't be it.
No. Okay.
I was about to say.
I was about to.
No,
Your
they
main
got
Queens?
a good
Craven
five.
is
We got a
not
good
your
5 minutes or so. So
Alright,
probably get some gameplay here.
We're about to see
No,
3-bit
this is-
on camera
this is in
here
engine,
in the game,
chat.
everybody.
This is an engine.
The beast could be
No,
anywhere.
did it say in engine?
I believe it did.
This is
Oh
definitely
my
gameplay.
God.
There you go, Steel. There you go. Yep, there you go.
No idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
We talked about this. I was wondering if we're gonna get to play Symbiote Spider-Man.
Ooh.
prototype
Well,
feel?
and that's game. I love the camera angles that they move to. That's game. Okay.
Robots. I hate robots.
The prototype feel, though.
Yeah.
Yes, Steel. Absolutely 100%. Look at that.
Never forget.
They're using that cinematic camera from Horizon.
Yeah, they use that in other Spider-Mans too. It's just amped
Did they
up a little bit
that
more.
much?
Yeah.
That extreme?
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
it being that extreme.
It's. I mean, it definitely looks better so far in comparison, but like, yeah, it wasn't like dramatic as it is how they're making it seem in this.
Triangulating position.
Okay.
Target located at Harlem Fish Market. All teams.
So how did he get the suit?
Lizard
though?
is
Where did-
across the river.
I'm not gonna
Switch to Miles.
I like the way the suit.
Yep,
looks.
switching up.
Clean suit.
Miles.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
GTA where you
To
switch.
the Harlem Fish Market.
Lizard.
Switch to Miles.
I'm on it. Sounds like Craven's checking off his. We don't have much time. Move.
Oh, cool. You can
guess we'll
like
chat
bend the
later.
bars now.
Yeah,
So I
I
guess
like that.
Miles
I
maybe
like that.
Hold on.
plays
So
on
are
the main
you-
island and
He's
Spider-Man
got
plays
his
on Queens.
wingsuit.
The lizard's loose.
So
Oh,
are
you
you
can
not
like
able
fly now.
Oh, that's dope.
Go to
Gliding,
island?
that's dope.
Can you still
Okay.
not go to the
Looks like
next
you're hiding
island
it from my mom, but
without switching
I'll
to
boot up.
Spider-Man?
They're not going to show it in there.
I don't know.
they got here fast.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to swing across the bridge.
I don't know. We'll see.
Can't let him find Connors, or he's done for.
Hard to tell.
Here's the thing, like Spider-Man, this looks really good so far, but it's kind of like what I was expecting. It's like just another Spider-Man game. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
gliding mechanic was dope.
yeah,
Graphics wise, what are we looking at? Anything better?
it looks like Spider-Man Miles
Yeah.
Morales, and pretty
Looks
much
better.
I mean, I see
Yeah.
the ray tracing.
It
I
looks
see the
it
lighting.
looks
I
the
see all
same
of
to
it.
me, honestly, but I'm gonna have to watch this in 4K.
4K.
Yeah,
It looks along the
'cause
lines of
I
Miles
honestly
Morales.
can't see.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't see.
Definitely shinier. Looks like the
Oh,
character textures
now you can
are
do double
upgraded, for sure.
takedown.
So, how's the hunt going?
I don't think we'll get puddle games this time. I'll say that.
Judging by the 3 tons of dead
Dang,
fish.
it's coming in hot.
Combat's essentially the same, except he made a Kamehameha right there.
Where are you, Connors?
Little Rasengan action.
Garage might lead
Yep,
home.
yep.
Racing gun.
Like that. Essentially
Racing gun.
the same though. Anyways.
Connors tore through this.
well, I mean, that's what, like, it can't really do much different. It's a sequel to the other games, right? So that's kind of like why my hype isn't like through the roof. I mean, I'm gonna play it for sure, but
Lighting effects in this dark area are pretty damn nice. Though.
Yeah, no, they're on point.
Just
Yeah,
wait
they're
until
on
you
point.
Steel. You're coming up on it when he gets into the piping.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in it. It looks really good. Yeah, that's really impressive.
When's Xbox's showcase?
I mean, again, this is definitely visually impressive.
But this is what they wanted, right? So the PlayStation
I'm
fans will be happy. I mean, I've already seen people in their chat saying Game of the Year already, blah blah blah. Blah. So I mean, this is what they wanted.
It's not the type of intro I was expecting for Venom. It's gonna be I mean, for the symbiote suit.
They got organic vegetables on the wall over there.
Oh, you like that? Like that banner? Look, it looks really clear. Real 4K texture.
He's still eating.
Okay.
Catch him off guard.
PlayStation loves.
He's working with Vulture?
organic.
A lizard shedded his skin.
Is he working with Vulture?
It's a drone.
Oh, it's a drone? That should look like Vulture shit.
It's just his skin.
Yeah, it does look like vultures.
Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger?
Yeah.
That's crazy how they got Reptile looking though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's Venom, right?
Blood.
Okay,
It's still Spider-Man.
No, it's Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man.
Hey, man. Any threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker.
Yeah, I'm not about to sit and talk to you. There you go. That's that Venom attitude.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait, be chill. That wasn't me.
Me neither. I don't even have a stomach, so...
Let's go!
Go, go, go! Take him alive!
He looks like a fucking dino for real.
Yeah, he does. This is gorgeous right here. This is gorgeous right here. This is nice. Like a little bit.
Yeah, swinging looks like it's been iterated on.
Yeah, the animation
same though.
It's smoother, but yeah, it's the same. But they've added more.
Really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones. Don't worry.
Okay, he's gonna get back. Okay, he uses the swing. Okay, I like that. Okay, good move.
Oh, I thought he was gonna start
Different
driving the
animation. Oh, I thought so too. When he flipped it over. Okay, different animation.
The East River is not a river.
Maybe it's
but
staged.
In fact, a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now.
That motherfucker. Yeah, he looked aggressive.
The water on the boats is a little awkward,
Yeah.
but besides that, it looks graphics.
When he's swinging up high, it looks really
Yeah.
Poison clouds. That all you got?
You still hear the tension.
Almost done here.
The aggressive nature.
How you looking?
Man, it sucked for this battle to go more out in the open water.
Behind you. We'll take it down together.
Yeah.
No time.
Oh, he can fly too? I thought that was Miles.
Oh wow. Okay,
It's
so
a-
both of them have. Okay.
It's a wingsuit, yeah.
Time to go boom, boys.
You usually see like I know like in the more recent, I think that was Ultimate Spider-Man where they introduced the wingsuit.
Spider-Man, hang on.
And there was the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man that was the first one to do it.
That's true. You gonna throw him? Oh, Reptile will come through. Yep. Oh, he went invisible on him. That's funny. Yo, Reptile look like a monster. You don't usually look like that. I like that. I like the iteration.
Yo, we got Surfing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
I know. Whoa. Speed faster. Fly faster.
So you couldn't just start swinging right now?
No, you got to surf.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got to make it dramatic. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, that's pretty sick.
No, this is dope. It's dope as fuck. But
You're right, though. It would be so easy for him to start swinging from the bottom of that bridge, right?
he has the momentum now.
The water's weighting down.
It's waterlogged.
It's a game.
Look out! Everyone, take cover! What are you guys doing?
Oh, okay.
Take
Yeah,
out that
yeah.
gunship.
Okay.
Can't
Oh, I
get
guess-
close enough. But I
Oh, you
can.
trying to stop him?
I'm one of them, remember? Bro, that's it. Pete, alley-oop on 3. Time.
Yo, this guy just fucking going crazy.
1, 2, 3.
How you introduce the symbiote suit? We got more emphasis on fucking. That's dope. I ain't gonna front. That was dope. So how is that going to work? Is that just all QTE?
Yeah, it's like the first
More
one. They have
likely.
those big segments, you know, like I don't know how far you got in the first one, but they have like.
I beat this
big
Spider
segments.
Man. I didn't beat Miles
they-
Morales.
It's good, Pete.
In Miles Morales, they have like a
Saved the
mall
tracker.
section where you guys
Okay,
are
it's like
fighting, like kind of like
Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
one by one in a way. You do like tag team.
He's mine. You sure?
I'll be
It's got
honest,
big
that Venom
teeth.
suit kind of looks
So
shitty.
do I.
Up close, now that they're
Yeah.
now like they're it seems like the texture or something is
But yeah, it's like plastic or something.
yeah.
No.
You put a trash bag on.
He's never like that.
I gotta rewatch it in 4K. It honestly looks the same to me.
Spider-Man 2. Be greater together.
What that Venom suit does.
All right.
Spider-Man 2, Web of Shadows.
Still no date. Fall 2023.
At least fall. It doesn't say.
They just said
whatever.
2023 period, right?
Yeah.
They didn't
Fall-
say
fall
fall 2023. So that's latest would be early. When is the
That's
first day of winter? Like early December,
October.
right?
December 22nd
December,
is winter solstice.
We'll save our thoughts for the.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 looked good, man, but they didn't show me enough to be like, man, I gotta get a
Maybe engage a little.
person.
They show a lot of games I'm gonna be playing on my Xbox.
Yeah, I again,
Honestly.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much for the PS4 Pro, PS5 Pro.
Let's see what you're made
Yep.
of.
You guys posted said definitely seen a culture shift at Sony. PlayStation games as a service, day one PC releases, multi-platform support, mobility, etc. Mobile, etc.
Yeah, man, this is that statement, or whoever said that towards the beginning of the show, where it was seemingly like an Xbox showcase.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of the feeling that I got.
I mean,
And,
Xbox showcases have more exclusives than this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. And Bungie said that Marathon is going to be a PvP focused extraction shooter, according to
Also,
Tom
good
Henderson
shit, Jasper.
and
You got that
Insider
right.
Gaming. Yep.
That was
PvP.
Fuzzy's guess.
Yep.
PvP
go.
extraction shooter. Huh?
Yep. Well, everybody.
Ooh.
2 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
Ash and Lucas
3 out
put
of
up a
10.
poll for a score, and so far it's got under 100 votes, but right now C is at 36%, D is at 46%.
Also with Marathon, it's a reimagining of the series that
Right.
debuted in 1990. So it's not like
Oh, so it's not
it's
even like a
it's not
brand
like
new-
connected. Yeah.
right.
Well, guys. That's it. That's the Sony show.
For a showcase, huh?
Sound like Minecraft villagers over here.
That's
That
the
was the showcase.
that's
That
the
was the showcase.
first
right?
Sony showcase we've gotten in
Over 600 days.
600 days. How do you think diehard PlayStation fans feel about this show? First
No
off,
facts.
They're great.
They're
got
gonna
Spider-Man.
hype it up.
Spider-Man.
They're gonna hype it up. Spider-Man.
The whole show
Spider-
didn't matter until Spider-Man.
so they're
I wouldn't-
happy
I
with
wouldn't hype up
one
that though. You can't
big,
hype up that. That's
like,
not-
great
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
that Spider-Man trailer didn't show enough for you to be hype about it. It more so showed that, oh, this game is going to be similar to what you've played already. There's going to be new things in here. Yeah, the enemy, we stepped it up a notch. But other than that, like I wasn't expecting to really get that. Hey, what is the pressure going into this game? Okay, you're giving people attitude Peter Parker, but other than that, like you showed the suit but didn't give any vent. Like you literally sold the first trailer with a Venom face.
Yeah,
You
but
made it-
Venom's still going to be in the game because he has a voice actor.
But I'm saying, but in
Wolverine,
this
no
trailer
factions.
though, this was the perfect opportunity for you to double down on that. As cool as Craven may be, he's not Venom. like your entry point
Well,
to
I
get
think
people hype
they
about
were
it.
showing more because people already know Venom's in there, so that's why they're showing Lizard, they're showing Craven, they're showing Spider-Man Venom, stuff like that. Because we didn't know about those things.
I feel like they could have went a little darker. I feel like they could have went a little darker, give you a little bit more attention, make you really feel like, damn, I want to play this, even if it's just for story, right? I didn't get that. I just felt like it could have been a stronger trailer. Personally.
Marathon the Game tweeted, it's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Damn. So
Yeah,
there you
so
go,
is,
Bungie.
It is
so is Metal
multiplayer.
Gear Solid, Snake Eater.
And then Xbox did the fucking eyeball underneath it.
Nice. Too bad we don't get sales numbers from Xbox. It'll be interesting when that game comes out where it sells more at.
It's gonna probably sell more on PlayStation.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why? Just because Bungie?
Because of how it's being marketed. Yeah, if they continue to market the game and Bungie,
I don't know, Steel. I still say that Sony's first party, the way that they've done it, has created a base that doesn't necessarily appreciate multiplayer games.
I understand, but I'll put it to you like this: I'm hopeful that it sells more on PlayStation, because then that would at least demonstrate that their audience is willing to play those games, right?
I think they appreciate multiplayer games if it's marketed to them, because like they love Call of Duty, they love Destiny, stuff like that. Those are multiplayer.
I'm talking about their core fan base, Jasper, that play the first party stuff. Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is general, right? So Destiny's,
it's become general.
Yeah, it become general. I'm just saying, a new IP, yes, from a known studio in Bungie. I'm just curious where it's going to be played at. I would like to see the numbers, because we know we're going to play it over here. If
we see more gameplay from it, and the gameplay actually hits,
you're right,
and it's not just this is Destiny but different.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of opportunity to be had there. But again, to me, Bungie still has a lot to prove, and them just doing another IP is not. This isn't like going from Halo to Destiny, right?
Right.
Now you're going from your prestige to making something different. It's an extraction shooter. How is that?
They're
going to
also
play
like, this is them kind of copying genre that's starting to blow up now. So it's like, this isn't Destiny's official retake on a whole different kind of style game.
Right. That too. So it's just like, how are y'all with all this pedigree that you have? What are you going to bring that's going to be different and make it completely separate from what other people have done? You know what I mean?
Right.
I got faith in Bungie, but I don't know if I have that much faith in them.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, let's go. No, I don't know.
Well, we got two dollar super chats to get to real quick. Two. Alvin with the $2 says 3 out of LMAO. Darren Haywood with the $2 says Starfield has nothing to worry about, guys.
In comparison, bro, bro. Like I just
this is the strangest.
In comparison, Spider-Man is the closest to be like, yeah, Starfield, but I got Spider-Man.
So we got to put
maybe
things,
Marathon if they showed gameplay.
we got to put
CGI.
things in perspective here, right? Like, this was the first big showcase they've had in 600 days.
Yep.
There's questions on what several of the big studios are working on. They only had a couple of new big reveals from some of those first parties, and one of them's multi-plat, we know now, as well. And the other one, like, we still don't even really know what it is, like the Haven game. I can't even tell you what happened in the trailer. I already forgot it, right? I don't even remember what it looked like. Like, now, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game. I'm sure it's going to be great. Jade Raymond's behind it and all that kind of stuff. But, like, it didn't set the world on fire, right?
Helldivers and Spider-Man were like and Dragon's Dogma.
Helldivers 2 was great, right? But like almost every game in the show seems to be multi-platform, which is crazy for a PlayStation show.
Yeah.
It's just different. That's like different energy. You got a lot of live service stuff in here. You got a lot of multiplayer stuff here. You got a lot of multi-platform stuff here.
The Haven game was called Fair Game. It was like that high
Fair Games, yeah. It had the dollar sign with the S.
I can't even remember it, you know?
Yep.
Like, and like, I don't know, man. Like, I think Spider-Man 2 looks great, but yeah, at the same time, it's another Spider-Man game that looks like Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's cool. They're upping the ante, you know, a little bit better graphics, a little bit more diverse gameplay. it looks like, but like besides
in
that,
some areas it looked worse to me. In some areas, I gotta go.
The water was straight ass. Somebody pointed it out in the chat. I can't remember who.
Yeah, when you got close to it,
when you got close to it, it was
the way they focused on it.
Bad. Yeah. But it's not a big deal.
But,
no, it's like
it's not. No. It's
I just was. For me personally, like I was expecting more from them as far as reveals from their first party studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at this, I think, not to interrupt, Mav, but to your point right there, if you look at this as a Sony showcase and what
that's what this is. Yeah.
Right. But I'm saying if you just looked at this as like a regular show where we got third-party multi-plat stuff, that's
that's fire. This was like a Keeley show.
It was like a Summer Games Fest.
Why is there no release date for Spider-Man? Does it still have potential to be?
There was no release date for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that?
They're giving themselves more time.
They did that with God of War.
They
did that with God of War last year.
Yeah, they're gonna do a state of play, big blowout. They'll have a big show.
Then announce it then.
Yeah.
Because God of War, everyone was clamoring for that date for like ever, and then like 2 months before the game came out, I was like, no, this one's coming out.
But I just think it's two different shows when you look at it. But like you said, Mav, this is more like a Keeley Summer Games Fest show, like with a couple first-party titles in there and a bunch of third-party, games. I mean, that's basically what this is at this point. That's why I think Jez's comment about this is you're now seeing the shift in Sony going forward. They just came out yesterday and said, in their big whatever meeting it was, where they said that they are still focusing on first party titles and all that kind of stuff, and they're going to have 2 per year going forward minimum, right? That's great. But after 600 days of silence,
this was the time you hit it with action.
I know Spider-Man 2 is all your base wants, but you're not going to really show anything else like what you got going on. You're not going to tease. You're not going to give them hopes and dreams again.
Yeah, I'm about to say this was the time for that.
Right? I mean, I was completely wrong. I thought it was going to be that show, and I was completely wrong. Flat out. So I don't know.
This was not the hopes and dreams show.
Nope.
No, I was mistaken.
Yep.
We were all
a
mistaken.
A lot of us were mistaken in that.
I think I don't think any of our predictions came true.
Yeah, I mean,
there was. Can I just go? Wow. There was no Wolverine. There was no factions. There was not even Silent Hill 3 or the Silent Hill reboot, which was already announced. So I was surprised not to see it here. You had the controller set, which is basically like a Wii U, and it was cool to see like a marathon, right? Like I was really looking forward to seeing what Bungie has up the line. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. It's still like the CGI, so I still don't know what the game is. Like Jasper said, he went to the website. It seems to be like an extraction shooter. I would like to see like some gameplay snippets of that, or what they got cooking with that. But this was, to me, it kind of just lightened me to where Sony is and how much they are relying on third party for their showcases. Because goodness, this was mostly third party. Like most of these games I'll be able to play on other systems, which is fine, right? Like when looking at it through that context, you're just like, okay, if I'm looking at it through that context, I'm really looking forward to Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm really looking forward to Phantom Blade.
It's coming to everything too. Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah,
Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like those are games like I will play, I will buy. And it was cool to see it here because I had no idea about Dragon's Dogma 2. That was like a game I was like, oh, okay. Like I love the first one. I love the mechanics of the first one. You're able to like jump on creatures, how hard it was, and everything. Oh, right, beautiful. I just didn't. I expected them to fully go out with certain games that we've been hearing about, like Wolverine, that's supposed to come out next year. Right, Wolverine is supposed to come out next year.
Well, they've never officially said that, have they?
They have. Haven't they?
No. Phil Spencer to Bungie. Marathon looked great. Amazing work, Bungie. They're gonna make sure that people are aware the Bungie games are coming to Xbox also.
Still letting them know that we're still friends. We're still friends.
Man, this is a weird. I feel like PlayStation has just changed as a company right before our very
Xbox
eyes.
also
Almost,
tweeted out like little caution sign that Metal Gear has, and then a cardboard box. So
yeah,
Metal
so
Gear.
that's coming too. So the only one we don't know about is Phantom Blade Zero. That could be console.
Is there any
exclusive to
information
PS5.
out there anywhere? Because
I've looked for
PS5.
it's coming to PC. It's coming to PC. So, but nobody knows if it's coming to Xbox. They said the only two platforms announced are PS5 and PC. So we don't know. That could be console exclusive. That could be a Sony deal. It is a Chinese studio. So possibly they cut a deal. But again, does that save the show?
No.
It's
Were
like
we
Alan
just
Wake
expecting
2.
too much?
Xbox is also tweeting about Alan Wake 2. So
yeah,
wow.
Were we expecting?
They didn't match up.
I
didn't feel like they didn't match up at all.
I think if in this case, then everybody's expecting too much because nobody expected this show. Like, I mean, like, here's the thing: to not have a showcase in 600 days, to have this much questions about some of your big first-party games and some of these games that we don't know about from all these different studios, and then you pretty much only give us a bunch of random stuff that's coming to a bunch of other platforms. And then you only have the one big game at the end as far as like this big exclusive moment, which is the one we already all knew about. And it was coming this year anyway. And honestly, it looked great, but it didn't like blow my socks off as like the next revolutionary thing in gaming, or anything like that. It looked like another Spider-Man game, which is what I expected. And I knew it was going to be part of the show, right? But like what people expect from PlayStation is something that's going to blow their socks off and then to be like that next level thing that we haven't seen before, right? And it just didn't have that at all.
It's just coming in from discussing film. Spider-Man 2 will feature new areas for the map, including Queens and East River.
Okay. So
how dare they spend time after 2 years, put Gran Turismo in there to save time? Like, how dare you guys?
Here's one PlayStation.
That was insulting when I was watching. I was like,
here's one PlayStation fan, Jay Barry. Shout out to Jay Barry. 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And he's a true
Keely has his
blue,
poll
so.
up. It's still about 30% A and B, or B and C. I mean
B and C.
Yeah, 30% B and C, 16 or 17% A, and 16 to 7% D.
Did Jeff do a poll? That sounds
yeah.
Like
Did anybody else think that trailer didn't look like it was running at 60 for Spider-Man? Miguel brought up a good question.
They were probably showing it that low, but to showcase the visuals of the ray tracing and that kind of stuff. Because I'm sure it'll probably launch with Spider-Man Miles Morales had like the 3 different modes of it.
For
like
for PS5 though.
Yeah.
Well, the Miles Morales was on both. Like
but it was still a cross-gen game too.
But does this look much different than Miles Morales?
But
it doesn't matter if it doesn't look that much better. I'm just maybe they just made the map a little bit bigger, taking advantage of PS5.
It's that, and that's not. If that's what your quality mode looks like, I don't know if that pronounces itself enough to be like, yeah, that was 30. I don't know.
Yeah.
Slow-mo said Spider-Man 2 brought this show from an F to a D.
Wow. I mean, that's a great analogy. Wow. That's a great description.
I give the show a D, and Spider-Man would have gave it a C.
Let's go run and get our scores, okay? So we'll start with the biggest Xbox Xbot here, Psychonauts. What do you you had some expectations on, and you were wrong as far as what you thought was going to be here. But how'd you like this show?
Okay. From what I saw, I give this a 7 because of their multi-plat games that I know that I'm getting on Xbox.
So this was a better show for you watching it as a Xbox
now,
gamer.
Right? Exactly. The only thing that is up in the air, like you guys have said, Phantom Blade Zero, that looked really good. Now, if that's exclusive, I already got a PS5, so I don't have to worry. A Final Fantasy, I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one only because I like the old style. You call in your summons and they do their damage and go away. That's my I don't want to control and play as a summon. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it'd be pretty fucking sweet. But at the moment, it doesn't get me. So Dragon Dogma was really fucking cool. Excited for that. Snake Eater, can't wait for that. And there was a couple other ones, but a 7 for me. But it has a PlayStation showcase. If you wanted your console exclusive games, this show was a 0 for you. Because I did not see nothing that showed me that I need to go out and get a PS5.
Yeah.
Spider-Man did not look that great. I'm just going to wait for the 4K. A lot of the issues could go away, but again, and a lot of the stuff that was shown says this is not actual gameplay. It was not actual gameplay footage.
Why aren't you mentioning foam stars, Psycho?
Oh yeah,
foam stars.
I know Jez tweeted out saying that looks like an NFT game or something.
Yeah,
it could be. It could very well be. I don't know. It there were some games that really I was surprised, and it was decent. So I give it a 7 for the multi-plat because I know that those games are going to be on Xbox.
Yeah.
But as a showcase for Sony, 3 or 4 for
yeah,
just because it's not exclusive, and that's what they fucking care about. I mean, that's the whole hoopla. 600 days, and they didn't show you. They showed you what, 3 first party with no dates.
Luis Jimenez says Dreamcast guy ended his stream crying. I don't know if that's being joking.
Oh, he probably did. He's a fucking lunatic. Because Dreamcast
they had like 4 or 5 first party games.
4 or 5.
They had the
Shinobi,
Helldivers 2.
Yep.
They had Haven's game.
Yep.
Yeah. Firewalks. They had Destiny / Bungie games. They had Spider-Man.
I can't remember what Firewalks game was either now.
It's
Concord.
It was a spaceship.
Space sandwich.
Yeah, the 80s logo.
Right.
Yeah.
So 5 first party games with no dates though, except for maybe a couple of them had.
Well, we got years for some of them.
The only thing about that Concord trailer, it looked like it was kind of trying to rip off Starfield's first trailer.
It really did.
100%.
The logo had the same kind of colors with the orange and stuff. They had the sandwich in the space. You know,
yeah,
like
they made a blog post, and they're saying it's a PvP multiplayer FPS game.
Yep.
So
which we all knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that is interesting. Shinobi, who calls it pretty straight across the board from what I've seen, gave it a D.
Yeah.
So he's
all
usually
right.
pretty more pumped. So
Wow.
I'm more excited.
Man.
Yeah.
Looks like PlayStation forgot to show up. Sorry, Games Radar. 3-bit. What give us the what's your grade and like overall thoughts?
Honestly, 4 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
It was below average for me. Like, just because of what I expect. 2 years, and you start to show like VR games and Gran Turismo and like certain games I'm expecting to be there is not there, and certain games I even announced before, like Silent Hill, like where's updates on that? You know, it was, to me, it was below average.
Yeah.
Now there were games in there I am interested in from a multi-plat perspective. Cool. I got some games I'm looking forward to. Like I was saying before, like Dragon's Dogma, like
and if there was any question, they've announced it for series consoles too, by the way. Dragon's Dogma 2 is confirmed, so it's not going to be time exclusive or anything. So yep, Dragon's Dogma 2 is multi-platform.
Really looking forward to Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, that was the favorite part of the show.
Yeah, so honestly, I gave it a 4 out of 10.
Neo
Games my score.
was not happy.
No,
yeah,
no, nobody really is.
Did you see what he said about that handheld thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And people can't believe they showed a movie trailer here.
Marathon was cool. Again, Marathon was awesome to see. I like Bungie's work. Metal Gear was the one game I was really looking forward to seeing. Wish we saw a little bit more outside of the CGI trailer, like maybe introduce like the snake, and that was really cool. I was like, what is this game when I first saw it? Then jump into some of the missions or something from 3. They could reuse a lot of the assets from, I was talking about this in DMs. Metal Gear Solid 3 already was sort of remaked.
I don't think that trailer they showed it was from a casino game, but
I know what I'm saying
Yeah.
is that some of the assets they have, they could speed up development because they already have some high quality assets of Snake and et cetera, and so a lot of the bosses and stuff like that. But I would have liked to see more gameplay overall from a lot of these trailers, but it was below average for me personally. But there are games I'm looking forward to.
You're not gonna get some PlayStation earbuds?
No, and that Wii U thing,
the Wii U gamepad,
the Wii U gamepad.
They should have went with the 12-month strategy. Then you wouldn't have as much CGI stuff.
Pong,
Gran Turismo. That was insulting.
Yeah. Grade Pong. I mean, 3-bit's usually pretty positive on this.
Oh,
stuff,
no,
like,
he is. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine the two aspects that I talked about. If I looked at this as a PlayStation showcase, right, and if I had gone into this saying, okay, they've got to show me something after 600 days, right?
Yeah, I'm not treating this like a state of play.
If I treat this is a showcase, right? This is a showcase, and that's what I'm saying. So I'll combine the two. I'll say a 5 out of 10. This is average. This is really average. Again, if I take myself out of that and just say the game showing, right, from just a gamer perspective, knowing that most of this was multi-plat, I'd give it a higher score. But considering that everything outside of Spider-Man 2, we don't know what it is yet. We have no idea. The CGI was cool. It was great. I maybe give it a 7 out of 10, 6.5, 7 out of 10 if I took myself outside of that. But I can't, because again, like 3-bit just said, this wasn't a state of play. This was a showcase. This is something you've been sitting on for over 600 days now. And you got so much in the works, according to your own words, that you decided to show us Haven, Firewalk, Helldivers, Spider-Man 2. Did I miss one?
Well, as far as what?
First party stuff?
Yeah, the Bungie stuff.
Marathon.
Oh, but yeah, Marathon, but I don't count it because it's multi-plat. So I'm just saying,
it's still first party.
Yeah, it's first party. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. First party. So
and the VR stuff, I'm sure.
And the VR stuff, but again, the VR stuff is for such a small niche
half
part of their
1%.
Hey, you got to speak for those millions of people, okay?
Right. Okay. Well, fine. If I look at the VR stuff, there's nothing there that said I got to go get a VR. Okay, so let's put it that way.
Even if you do look at the VR, that's a great point, because you could say, well, the VR stuff ain't for me, but even if you are a VR user here with PSVR 2 and you're looking for that big game, like they didn't deliver
Half-Life
that
Alyx, no show, nothing like there. Again, with factions that has to be looming, like how could you not show something from
State of Play, I guess.
But this is your showcase, Steel. That's Naughty Dog. Like they're saying they're bringing it big.
Unless if it's farther along in people.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to come out this year now. That's the case.
I didn't think it was coming out this year because they only showed concept art.
Yeah. So no, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, and it's hanging on to that 5 by a thread. I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. That's why it's a 4.
I mean, again, if I just took Dragon's Dogma, 9 out of 10 out of 10, right? If I took Phantom Blade 0, 10 out of 10. Like that, those games got me hyped. So Stellar Blade.
TJG brings up something. He says you will see factions at the Game Awards.
Sure.
So Sony's going to take all of the games that were our hitters for them and give them to Keighley.
Yep.
That's where the games are going to be shown.
At that point, then not even a show. Yeah. Don't even do a showcase.
Right.
John,
if that happens.
My fault.
Yeah. John TJ with the $2 super chat says, worst show ever. Fat L, 1 exclusive. There's a couple more exclusives.
There's a couple more.
John TJ with the $2 says, no budget. They do need COD. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, wow. They do need COD. This is what Jim was talking about. Mr. Ordinary VX, join the speculators. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Doc50 with $5 says Jim Ryan, good businessman. Jim Ryan, awful video game executive.
Lord.
I don't know, Mav. It's always hard because, like we said, it felt like an Xbox show, but we give the Xbox shows.
Yeah, but if Xbox had
because Xbox shows more. Yeah, if Xbox had this show,
we would have killed them.
If this come June 11th and we get a couple CGI trailers, one big showing, right, and then a bunch of third-party stuff in there. Yeah, no.
Yeah. But let's be real, like these big like new IP reveals from them,
right?
I feel like they aren't really hitting the way they would hope they would have,
because they're not Sony style games,
but,
Mav, and we talked about this.
But
they're not the first.
They kind of seemed like stuff that we're already all getting. Kind of, there's a lot of like spacey shooter type stuff, you know,
right?
And it's already so saturated with that. And it's like another one
talked about. Yes, when they go to this model, we said that. That's why they had 10 to 12 in the works, because you're only going to get 1 to 2, maybe if you're lucky, that hit. Right, the other ones are going to be fodder. It's such a competitive market to move into that space. They're giving themselves the best opportunity by having so many in the pipeline. But at the same time, when we see them, it is going to feel that way because we have seen those types of games, right? So, you're not wrong there. Like, there's just, again, when you see this is going to be the transition. And if this is the future of Sony and they're going to go diverse, everybody's going to have to get used to the fact that we're showing up to showcases. It's not going to be third-party narrative-driven game after third-party narrative-driven game. We're going to get this mix. And obviously the fans, and I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking for what I've seen on Twitter already, nobody's happy with this. I mean, this is not a good showcase. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, there's one Royal Dingus says I regret getting the PS5 and PSVR 2.
Well, that's
and LeBron brings up a point where he says the difference with the Xbox showcase is the games are in Game Pass, so the show hits a little bit different. That could be the case too.
Yeah.
But I think the difference with the Xbox showcases is a lot of those games are exclusive to that ecosystem.
Yes, perfect point. 3-bit talk to him. Yeah, that is the difference because Xbox is kind of nature nurture our how we think about the way their games are coming into their ecosystem. For it to be on PC and Xbox is one thing, right? For these games to come out and it's not PC and PlayStation, it's literally going everywhere. We're just showing you that we have our marketing on the game, or we're putting our logos on these games, which is still like, in comparison, like you could, I would definitely probably give it more credibility in a way if PlayStation came out was like, oh, and we're now seeing a PC launcher. These are the games that are coming in.
That store or something.
Something like that. That probably would have definitely been, I'm like, okay, well, damn, you're doing something. But this was literally like, it was a third-party presentation with Sony branding on it. And outside of a few games, I mean, again, Helldivers was cool, but it's coming everywhere. Phantom Blade Zero, we don't know anything about. And if that's the one, then cool. I mean, that's definitely something that speaks for the ecosystem. Assassin's Creed Mirage is not that. Brand Blue is not that. Dragon's Dogma is not that. And then Spider-Man 2, again, like y'all have mentioned, people in the chat are mentioning. I mean, I see some people being like overly critical, I feel, but it definitely, I think, needs more work. It's not what I was fully expecting in totality, man. It's crazy.
And a lot of people said like, Sony's going to come out with a knockout punch with this showcase because like Xbox has been down. They just had Redfall moment, all these things, that Sony's going to come out with a knockout punch. Yeah, I don't even know if it's a jab. Instead, they like tied them up. They let them rest for a little bit. Give them some energy. You get your stamina bar increasing.
As someone who doesn't own a PlayStation, I actually really like the show.
Okay, well, Jasper, let's get your score and stuff.
Jasper, like I said, that's the other perspective you can take, Jasper, because again, I don't own a PlayStation either, right? So again, the games that are going everywhere, you could certainly say you have a great score for, if you look at it from that perspective. Go ahead.
It's like we got a lot of big games like Alan Wake 2. Like I'll get to play that. Like usually I wouldn't get to play these types of games if it was a normal Sony show. So like for me, this is actually one of the better Sony shows because I get to play 95% of these games.
Hey, it was Summer Games Fest with Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I gave it a 7 when it as how I looked at it. But as a Sony showcase, it's a fucking 3.
Yeah, I was looking at it generally like as a Sony show, but if I were to look at it from that lens, I would probably give it a higher score. So I'm not giving it a higher score.
So Jasper, you going above a 7?
I was like thinking like 7 was where I was.
Okay. That's a fair score if you look at it from that perspective.
And you're just coming from a gamer perspective.
Steel, you just talked about, but you never gave your score. So what do you got, Steel?
Me, I would definitely give it a 6 overall. Mainly because again, Sony Showcase to me is just like what the Xbox Showcase is going to end up being coming up in June, right? I want you to sell me and tell me why I need to get this system. What's going to get me into that platform? And as an average consumer, maybe you would be considering this, especially if you're not familiar with how these third-party deals work. Maybe the marketing works for you. So I can see how it could have been good for some people. But as far as a Sony showcase, this came off like a state of play, right? Although the state of plays have become more focused in on certain games and more so their first-party studios, I'm kind of thinking now, did they flip the script as far as how they approach their different shows now? Is the showcase where now they're going to show diversity, and then your state of plays is where you're going to continue to do that? Here's our first party, right? Because you could put a little bit more emphasis in it, right? The next time we see Spider-Man, it might be a 25-minute breakdown of everything they put into the game and what to expect and how it's going to be different. That could be very well the case. The same thing with Phantom Blade Zero. They could do another one for that, unless it is full, going everywhere. So it's just, maybe there's a mentality shift that needs to happen here. Again, I agree with a little bit of Jasper. I think that's why I'm giving it a 6, is because again, I take it in its own space. And I was able to pull some games out that I'm extremely interested in. Though again, using that Xbox comparison, right? Those games are typically exclusive to that ecosystem. And if for a Sony showcase again, I think that's why I'm definitely docking those additional points, because they didn't do enough for their ecosystem.
Yeah, I'm just judging it from me. Like I don't care what Sony's overall goal is. I just that's a game I want to play. That's cool. That's dope. Give it to me.
Yeah. And that's what I usually do too, Jasper. And that's why I had the conflicting thoughts in me, because that's normal. Again, like Steel just said, most of us take these shows in a vacuum. We don't try to compare them to anything else. It's just hard after this long from Sony.
This is their E3 show. So that's how I can't help seeing it outside of that, because they've had their state of plays. And I'm like, okay, that was cool. It should show what I needed to show. But I'm judging it more harshly than a state of play, just because of what my expectations were a little bit higher. Especially coming out 2 years from the last one, I was, expecting different things. That's why I'm not treating it like if I was treating it sort of like a state of play, I'd probably give it like a 7. Right. But I'm not, so I'm sticking with my 4.
That's why I think the idea is changing. I think it has to be. It has to be, right?
It has to be. You're right, Steel, because they got it. I think this new focus on diversity of lineup and all this kind of stuff is kind of forcing their hand, where they need to start showing other things, obviously, because they've spent all this money on all these studios and investment in all these games, that they've got to show that their ecosystem is now going to be more diverse than it ever was with the PS4. And I think that that's forcing their hand a little bit outside of their comfort zone, which is what we talked about competition was going to do. Sony's going to have to look at,
and maybe some of that money that they're buying all these studios with, they can't put as much towards exclusivity, so they just got to get marketing rights or deals or something like that.
Right.
Didn't they say no day one PC releases, and all the exclusives are day one PC releases? Or am I
in that show at least? In that show,
we don't know if Spider-Man and stuff is going to be.
Well, I mean, maybe
not Spider-Man.
But other than
the multiplayer stuff,
other than a couple titles, all of that stuff was coming to PC also.
Yeah. That was
Let's
interesting
go.
because they just came out like a couple days ago. They're like, no PC day one game, and then
so you're getting a conflicting message a little bit too. So that's also an interesting point that you bring up.
Well, also at the beginning of the show, I'm pretty sure they said everything captured on PlayStation 5, and there's like 3 or 4 games just like captured on PC.
Right.
That's I mean, again,
no, I'm just talking about at the end. At the end, whenever they mention the platform, it'll be PS5, PC.
Yeah,
that's what I'm essentially talking about. But
and with the multiplayer stuff, we all assume that they would have to bring it to PC because you got to get the biggest audience possible, right? So I expected Havens, I expected Firewalks to all go to PC as well because you need a big base with those types of games if you're going to have them survive. So, but it is interesting.
That being said, it also doesn't mean day and date. They could just be like, and it's coming to PC.
It could.
John TJ with the $5 says, thanks Sony for a good Xbox show, all multi-platform except for 2 games.
Well, there's more than 2. But.
Yeah.
Xbox has tweeted Metal Gear.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So, all right,
they just tweeted Marathon. Also,
where are you at?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like,
yeah, I know you did. I know you did. I'm jumping in here
I'm
before
sorry.
we skip over again.
Okay, so we got a showcase. As a showcase, I liked some of the stuff we saw because like Dragon's Dogma and all this kind of stuff like that.
They
right?
had a lot of big games here.
Yeah, there was Alan Wake 2.
Wait.
Let me check Xbox's image.
This is official. This is official.
It's official Xbox.
Did you see this, Mav? You got to bring this up.
What
Sorry, I'm not. You keep going. I'll send it to the DMs.
I got to know what's going on now. I can't.
Bro,
keep
you got to see that this is a Sony move. This is a power move. This is exactly what we talked about.
That's what I was.
Where do you want it? Do you see it? Do you see it? This is a Sony move.
Holy shit! I'm gonna bring this up on the screen.
Xbox always does like the games coming to Xbox this month or whatever. Like they did that with all the games to showcase like coming to
look
Xbox
at this.
with all the images.
And to say Phantom Blade 0 is missing, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
Where's it at?
Sour Blade.
What coming to Xbox? Xbox official Twitter account just tweeted this.
Yes.
Coming to Xbox: Immortals of Avium, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, The Plucky Squire, Neva, Cat Quest, The Talos Principle, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Teardown, Dragon's Dogma 2, Ghost Runner 2, Marathon, and Alan Wake 2.
See, that's the type of marketing I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Xbox has been playing dirty the last hour on Twitter.
Yeah. They've been, they've been feasting on these reactions here.
This is incredible. What a move. What a move.
Just like the past like 4 or 5 tweets from Xbox, they're just like
that's freaking funny.
That's how you do that, man.
Yeah. That, you know what? Hey, we give them crap sometimes for not doing this. Like, go get them right now.
Go get them.
You know? All right. So thoughts on the show. Showcase. As a showcase, there was stuff I liked, right? But I have to put myself in the perspective. This is a first party showcase.
That's what I was expecting.
This show is a first party showcase. So I am judging this as a first party showcase. As a first party showcase, this was a 2 out of 10. As a first party showcase, this game sucked ass. No matter what platform you're a fan of, if they delivered you a show that had this kind of content in it as a first party showcase, especially after not having one for over 600 days, you get a 2 out of 10. And you only get the 2 points because of Spider-Man 2. The rest
Helldivers didn't do it?
Helldivers, cool, but that's a smaller tier thing. Like I like it, right? But that's not gonna get you any like, wow, oh my god, let's go get a fucking PlayStation because Helldivers 2 is coming to it. The Helldivers 2 is something you get because you already have the PlayStation. It's more content. They didn't deliver any other thing besides Spider-Man 2 that gave people a reason to go buy a PlayStation, right, in this show. Point blank, period.
You got a VR and a PlayStation Q and some earbuds.
Even Final Fantasy 16 was kind of like, it looks pretty.
Yeah, but if you're patient, you've seen that, and if it's if you're patient, you can play it at other places too. So like,
I was expecting more from that.
I'm just saying, like, I expect more from PlayStation as far as the showcase. I was expecting to be fucking hyped watching this. I walked away, and the other new game reveals they had from first party didn't excite me.
No.
The Haven thing didn't excite me.
the Concorde one. I'm pretty excited.
Am I seeing a CG spaceship with a sandwich in it? I mean,
but that's the same shit. That's the same shit as Contraband. Everyone's excited for Contraband.
Yeah, but they didn't even show what kind of
who's
basic
excited for Contraband
game or whatever. Like,
Psycho, don't play like that. You know
but
you are.
Jez Gordon also talked about Contraband behind the scenes of what it's trying to be, or an idea of what they're aiming at too, right? So there's more of an idea that game Concorde, it's a space game.
It's a PvP first-person shooter.
Oh, okay. We'll see. It's
for Sony first party, they need to give me a reason to be excited for a Sony PvP first-person shooter. A trailer like that doesn't get me excited for a Sony PlayStation first-person shooter. Like, I got faith in Xbox Studios with first-person shooters, right? Like the Marathon game, I'm sure it's gonna be great, but I'm gonna play that on my Xbox. I don't give it. I don't care. Like, if it's owned by PlayStation, like. The rest of the stuff there, like they had no big game reveals that really moved the needle that were exciting, that were PlayStation first party, right? Like Helldivers 2 was a cool moment for me because I like the first one, but that's not a huge IP. Like, and it's still, you could tell it's not a massive AAA game from looking at the what they showed from that also, right? Just to be honest, right? So
yeah.
They didn't have that big moment of this big PlayStation game. They didn't have a Wolverine. They didn't have like a Ghost of Tsushima. They didn't have a Last of Us and Uncharted. They didn't have. I mean, I'm not saying though they need to have those franchises, but they didn't have a game of that scale shown here, of that scope, of that magnitude, of that importance, of that level. Nothing they showed here, except for Spider-Man 2 at the very end, had that scope from first party. Everything else felt like, okay, we're trying our hand at live service-y shooter stuff. We're doing multi-plats and all these kind of things, cool for people that are into these different genres, which is great. And I'm excited to play some of this stuff. But like, that's not this massive, big first party franchise that I'm looking forward to. Like, if this was an Xbox show, if the Xbox had this show right now, I would be like, what the fuck, Xbox? You just fucked up, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah, where's your first party at? Again.
Yeah, like I would be saying, where's Perfect Dark? Where's Fable? Where's like where's State of Decay or wherever? I mean, they gotta show us some stuff, man, and they didn't show us any of this. So where the fuck is Factions?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
dumpster.
Where is it? Like, where is Factions? Like, the only thing we've seen from that shit was like a postcard. So. Where's Wolverine? Wolverine was a game that they had already announced too. They could have given a little bigger clip of it or another trailer that would have been hyped. They didn't bring anything big to the table, man. They just didn't bring anything big to the table. This was a weak ass show as a first party showcase. 2 out of 10 all day, every single day. Okay. They don't deserve the other 8 points. They didn't even fucking show up. They just thought they would rest on the laurels of the multiplats, third party publishers, and have Spider-Man 2, and they would just everybody be happy because they'd be like, Spider-Man 2, oh my god, it's good, that's all I need. They didn't show up. They didn't bring the heat.
Actually, Calarie, he went back and he watched the last showcase to sort of compare it to now, and I was watching this video just to sort of gauge how they're going to do this one, and it was kind of similar. They ended on Spider-Man, but they also had like something like God of War Ragnarok, which also hyped some people up as well.
Of course, huge.
But yeah, where's Factions, man? There's just certain things from this showcase I think a lot of people were expecting, and maybe I should judge it as is, but again, I'm judging it as a E3 type show. When you show up to an E3, there's certain expectations that you have, and it's not like a normal showcase. If this was a state of play, then again, this would be a 7 for me. There's a lot of awesome multi-plat games in there that I am looking forward to, but in terms of what Mav just said, judging it as a first party show, it was pretty weak, in my opinion.
It was very weak. And again, like I said, I judged it that same way as Mav. I would have been down at a 4, potentially a 3. Like I said, I judge it together, but I agree with you, Mav. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think we were all on the same page with this one. That if you look at it from the standpoint of a first party showcase, you had very, very little to show, and we know there are games closer than even some of the ones that they showed CGI trailers for. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you were going to do that, Mav, if you were going to do that, this is what I would expect from Xbox. Then I would expect what we got from Xbox a few years ago, right? Where you give me a splash screen with Cory Barlogs' new game and a title, right? Just, it doesn't have to even have a trailer. Just give me the title. Like, to say,
yeah,
Sony Santa Monica
new game reveals. Yeah, people get hyped.
Cory Barlog, right? Like, that would hype your fan base. So yeah, absolutely agree with you 100%.
And those trailers for the games that they had that on weren't like enough to really tell us anything like exciting, right? So even if you do a CG trailer,
right,
like, you gotta at least have somewhat of a decent CG trailer, you know? Like, I just don't, unless you already have an expectation, you know what it is. You know, like, there's certain games, like, you know, like, we know what the game is going to be, but when it's a brand new IP, you got never heard of it, you have no fucking clue. Like, what is that? Like, I need more information to even know if I should be excited about this thing. You know, like, I could end up loving Concord. I could end up loving Haven's game. I could end up loving Marathon, right? And I'm sure at least one or two of those games I'm going to like, but I have no reason to be excited for it right now. Like, two of them are from unproven studios.
Yep.
You know, new IPs, and PlayStation doesn't have a great track record of making shooters. So tell me why I should be excited for those games right now. The Bungies game, they have a track record. You have an expectation, you kind of know what to expect. Right?
By the way, Marathon, they confirmed cross-play and cross-save across the board.
Nice.
That's dope.
Yep.
That's a good announcement.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird show for PlayStation first party showcase. I don't. It's like, I don't know. And I already said before, like, Spider-Man 2 wasn't gonna get me super excited because I just felt like it was gonna be another Spider-Man.
It didn't get me. That was also weird. Like, it didn't get me super excited either. I did like some of the new mechanics with Venom.
That's my point, though.
Yeah. And I love Spider-Man. Like, I was talking in the group, like, yesterday, like, all the, like, I spent hours and hours in Spider-Man 2. There's certain things I was expecting from that too, but it didn't hit out. But I am going to go back and watch. The graphics looked, some of you guys are on the panel saying it looked better. To me, it looks the same. And I recently just played Miles Morales, so it's pretty fresh in my brain, like how how the sun reflects on the street and certain things like that. To me, it looked the same. But I'm going to go back and watch that in 4K and see some of the differences in the combat and stuff. Look pretty cool. So,
and
we'll see.
That's something we all talked about in our shows too, with Spider-Man 2 specifically. What was this going to be? What were they going to do to move the needle forward?
People were wanting
Place. Exactly. They gave that. What was it going to be? I mean, how many times did we speculate on Libya Split Screen Steel about what they could do? That's why the co-op was like a big thing that we talked about. You talked about how they were going to present Venom and what was that going to be like. Did we see anything in this trailer that actually, yes, it looked fantastic. Yes, of course, Insomniac, great studio, but do we see anything that moved it forward from Miles Morales besides switching characters? Like,
no.
Like, is
that your showcase? You're not going to give us the Venom moment to that point too. Like, this is a showcase. You know, that's a big showcase before the game releases.
That's what I'm saying.
Showing.
Like,
Craven
you should have shown
was
Venom.
A weird choice.
Yeah.
Right. Would you agree? Steel, had they gone the Venom route and showed Venom first and saved Craven for a later date, that probably would have been a better showcase in itself. Right.
I think they should have been. I think it should have been reversed.
Yeah,
I think they should have showed Craven last to add on that, hey, there's also this other threat that he's after you too. Like, you're like, sure, you have to deal with Venom and how that relates to you, and you have Miles Morales, which has never been in existence in any Spider-Man story. So now you have a whole other Spider-Man that has to deal with you as Venom now, or with you with the symbiote suit, and you already can tell. That's what, like, I am excited for it because that gets me hyped. Like, how is Miles going to deal with that? Because out of the two, he is also the stronger Spider-Man. So how is that going to end up playing out? Are they going to get to a point where there's a breaking point and he really has to bring Peter back from the darkness? And also, if you remember, like, if people remember how the first Spider-Man ended, 2018 ended, So where's this one? Where is this symbiote coming from?
Well, we know that Venom's got to play a role in it somehow. So Spider-Man's either got to get the suit or the suit's got to come off of him.
But it's also the symbiote is on Harry too, though. It's on Norman's son. So it's like he used that to try to save him or whatever the case may be. So it's like, how did Spider-Man just have the suit all of a sudden? Like, I don't know. I feel like you would have done better giving the ominous presence of Venom somewhere in between there and letting you guess everything else, right? Of course, like maybe you think he's going to get the suit, but just giving you the ominous presence up front and then cutting the Craven after and being like, damn, well, that's not the only thing you have to deal with this. And I just feel like there could have been a better cinematic trailer used out of the game, but maybe it wasn't ready. Again, I see people already taking screenshots of how Peter came in with the symbiote suit and how like it doesn't look complete the way that the symbiote was moving until it fitted on him. So it's like, I mean, those are things that people are going to look at. And when you take cinematic shots, right? Again, I'm not no movie producer, but when you make things seem cinematic, especially in the water, you're drawing people's attention to this for a reason. Bad as Halo, right? It's not as bad as Halo Infinite, but it's still like for this game to be only on PS5 to 3-bits point. Again, I haven't played Miles Morales. I haven't played it on PC either. I'm kind of just like, I'm just ready for the next game to come.
It's a little bit
fair. Also, Insomniac faced this problem with the first Spider-Man with the fucking puddle gate. So
yeah,
they
so it's like
prove us wrong.
They could, but it's just, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I was hoping for, again, like I told Pong on Live a Split Screen too, I was hoping that Spider-Man was going to be like, damn, Pong, damn, Fun Spec fam, I think I need one. It didn't. Which is, it's fine, but I thought this was the PlayStation showcase. I thought this is what factions not being there. I can go on a whole different side. I'm not going to go there, but it's just like
factions was not there. Good.
That does not make sense from your showcase unless you're going to show it at the Keeleys, unless your whole perspective on showcases is different now. Yeah. Right? Which is fair, but you didn't set any expectation. You have all these games that are on the pipeline, and what did you show for it right here?
Yeah,
great, you got games, but
wait till next year. Is that where Sony's at now?
Yeah, but yeah, remember this year we talked about it that Sony's got a games problem this year with first party. Like 3-bit, I think said it like maybe Xbox show like hits a little different because like all the games are in Game Pass, and you know what I mean. It like, and I feel like looking at this like with the whole messaging and the narrative about like Sony is the place to get awesome exclusives, right? This show reflected the opposite of that. Whereas if you do watch the Xbox show, which I'm anticipating, almost every game will be in Game Pass and they'll have more exclusives and stuff than we're at this show. And it kind of puts things into perspective out there about like how that impact is different with Game Pass and the Xbox ecosystem. You know, like a lot of these games are going to come to Xbox that we saw at this show today. Plus, you're also going to get all the stuff at the Xbox show. You know what I mean? Like, so this is a win for Xbox gamers. This show, I mean, a huge win.
I mean, if awesome. Starfield shows, it wipes this showcase completely off the map.
They're having
Starfield's dev. Yeah, if their dev direct shows up and it shows everything we wanted to see out of Starfield, it wipes the show with the. Yeah. It wipes the floor with the show. It absolutely does.
We got a few super chats to get to.
That's after they show the main show.
Right. That's after
the show.
Yeah.
Which we know they have 2 hours of stuff.
That's the conversation now people are going into. It's like in comparison, where's the pressure now?
Right.
Yeah.
That like
the Xbox has got the ball in their court now. Like PlayStation fumbled. Like the first time in a while, you know, they fumbled big time here, I think. And this is a moment that Xbox can really take advantage of. They bring if I'm there and I'm in the meeting, they're like, I was there like, guys, what else can we fucking bring to the table? Like, can we do something else? Because like, let's go for this big momentum shift moment.
You showed a movie during a game showcase.
Bro, that's when the show rating.
And it wasn't even a new reveal of a movie.
No.
It was the same trailer.
We've seen that shit on TV. Like, come on. That shit? Really? You're going to put that shit and that close to the fucking end, too? Right. After you showed a whole show of multiplats, and then we got like, you're going to fucking, you're going to have that close to the end of the show? Like, really? You
That's
do that
when the
in
show was a 5, and then it dropped to a 4 for me.
You do that like at a fucking pre-show.
Now you pissed me off.
Yeah, that was
nah.
That was garbage, man. Anyway, fucking stupid. Here we go. Deccaddo with the $5. Appreciate it, Deccaddo. Says they patiently waited for a boot on the neck moment for that game share commercial back in the day. They are having fun today. Yeah. Calarie with the $2 says lots of new Xbox games to talk and speculate about. That's for sure. We're gonna have fun talking about that this week on some of our shows about some of these games coming to Xbox for sure. Andrew Colinane, member for 6 months, says negative Mav is harsh as multiplayer shooter Pong. If you've heard Pong on our streams playing
Xbox
shooters,
is being petty right now on Twitter.
Stay high FFF with a $2 says, how about that PlayStation Switch? The PlayStation Switch is a lot more useful than that.
No, that was.
It's not even a Switch. You don't run games.
That was the PlayStation Wii U.
Yeah,
it's a PlayStation G Cloud that you can only play in your house.
Update on Keely's poll, by the way, real quick. Almost 70,000 votes, and it's at 54% at C or below. So over half thought it was average or worse.
And that's Keely's audience.
That's
so,
Keely's audience. Correct.
Keely's audience is pretty much like
PlayStation heavy.
Pretty Sony heavy.
Yeah.
So that's saying something. It's not just us. Not just us, because I know we are Xbox. For the people who are watching the show, a lot of us are Xbox based for sure, right?
Sure.
That is my primary ecosystem. I feel like I am pretty fair still with review scores and things like that, how I see gaming in general.
How we look at gaming, right?
How we look at gaming. But I just had high expectations for the show. It's Sony, you are the lead competitor, right? You're number one when it comes to certain things.
Consistency. That's all. For me, I think this is just consistency, right? Like if you're going to build up the hype and have all this smoke behind you, you're selling more consoles than ever before, things are going crazy, VR is up 8%, like you have so many things
preaching them sales.
Favor. Like, why wouldn't you hit people over the head with what's, again, this is your dreams moment, and you didn't sell the dreams.
Yeah,
don't need to sell dreams when you already got 60 million consoles out there.
I mean,
King gave it a higher score than you, Mav. He gave it a 3.
Okay. Right on. I think it's 1 point too high.
You got great points. You and 3 both hitting it. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm at a loss because this is totally opposite of the show I thought we were going to see today.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Way
I mean, this is worse than the 12-month moment for Xbox when they did the 12-month show. Much worse.
This is like what was Xbox's show? 2018. Was that their bad show?
That was a bad show for Xbox.
Where they had the deer, the head button.
Oh,
the
hand
coming out. Huh?
I don't remember.
2018, 2017, 2019, somewhere in that neighborhood, right? Where they had nothing.
You talking about not the 20, or are you talking about the 2021? Because that was their bad showcase.
Okay.
Or their
no,
2021 was fire. That was an amazing showcase.
Yeah, that was their best. Which one was a 12-month? Was that just like
that was last year?
Yeah, last year. Okay.
I think it was 2019 because they were saving everything. They were saving the reveal for the Game Awards for the Xbox, and then 2020 was Perfect Dark and all that other stuff. So I think 2019 was the shit year. It was like, and then we got the Xbox reveal at the Game Awards.
Right.
Kind of
at one of those, we got some like new studio announcements and stuff like that.
But game-wise, there was like nothing.
That might have been 2020.
2018 was the new game studios.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack. I was thinking like, what was the worst showcase for Xbox? Because this is like probably, I can't remember an actual official Sony showcase.
I think they got some good also multiplats in there. It's just like doesn't.
The thing is, like Xbox, they usually don't have a lot of like new first party games. They only have like 4 or 5. But what they do is they update you on every other first party game you have. So it feels like you have more first party when it's just updates. Whereas Sony, they have one and done games, so there's no need to really
But
update.
the problem is too, but they don't have a lot of games announced from Sony.
And they've got a ton in the pipeline. I mean, it's not comparable to it's 20, it's almost 30 games according to Herman Hulse.
If you watch this show, you have no expectations for 2024 right now.
Right.
Like first party wise, what do you expect for 2024 from Sony? Like
Haven.
Not much.
That was a 2023 showcase. No,
but did they have for sure 2024 dates on them?
They don't, but I would assume so because that's why they're showing them, right?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Marathon
didn't have a date.
For me, like a reveal like that feels like 2 years away for those games.
And it's certainly possible.
Probably is because they're still full. They're still full speed.
I mean, Wolverine is what I would expect maybe next year.
Yeah.
And all they said,
Wolverine's 25, 26.
All they said was going forward 2+ first party games each year. Right, that's what they committed to in their little speech yesterday. Right, was 2+ first party titles going forward each year. So take your pick. Take your 2.
Well, does MLB the show? Does MLB the show count? Because that's one. That's a guaranteed one every year.
Right.
That is true.
But that's the question, Mav. And these are the questions that have been asked of Xbox forever. So you're absolutely correct in asking them because again, anytime Xbox has had a showcase where there's been no dates, it's been CGI trailers. Everybody's like, "When are these games coming out? Still got no games. Still got no games. When are these coming out?" So it's a fair question to ask at this point.
Bad CGI trailers.
Yes.
Dude. I mean,
they weren't descriptive CGI trailers. They didn't do when I saw Contrabands, even taking away what we heard from Jez. If you watched Contraband,
it told you what the game is actually with information.
The game was, they're playing out a mission, blah blah blah.
Well, not only that, but even in a Contraband trailer, it said like co-op, like there was like pictures on the they had like it told you what the game was.
Yes,
you know,
and they showed the vehicles and all that kind of stuff. But for the most, I mean, Havens, we kind of knew what it was up front. It looked like Payday. You could kind of tell, right?
Yeah.
But Firewalks, Firewalks, no idea other than it's in space, like Steel said. Space.
AJH hit us with the £2. Appreciate you, AJH.
Is that first? It's gonna be first person.
Yeah.
AJH says Hello Kitty MMO reveal alone wipes the show. That was one of our leaked Xbox games.
Mav's fake showcase would be better than this.
That's the other thing.
Is no one excited for home party or whatever?
My fake showcase would kill any showcase.
No, Jasper. We're nobody's excited for phone party. They could have kept phone party.
That looks like
Destruction All Stars. They could have kept it.
Yeah.
Who said it looked like an NFT game?
Yes, I did because it's Square Enix, and we know that they've said they're coming out with NFT games. It certainly could be.
It looks
and that is DOA. Like if that actually is. Yeah.
Because I posted that and it looks like it's not going to be good for them.
What's with cat games?
The other thing is
it's their version.
Hey, that pirate, that Pirates of the Caribbean kind of look kind of cool. I will give it that.
The
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like, where are the paid time exclusives? I thought the Sony was getting $8 billion to invest in gaming or something like that.
That's coming up.
People said.
Not yet.
No. People said they got that money already. It was already loaned to them.
I heard Square. I heard Square was going to be announced here as an acquisition.
So
okay. I was hearing that too.
Oh, dude. Everything in the moon was fucking present.
I still can't believe they didn't show factions like that. I'm still kind of in shock that they didn't show factions here.
I can do a whole separate show about that.
Jeff Keighley posted Spider-Man
when
visuals,
was that game announced?
Fire, and
Factions?
I posted the
Yeah.
When they announced the second Last of Us?
It was supposed to come out with Last of Us 2.
That was 2018.
2015.
2018, or was it 2018 or 19 that we got the official date 6 months before Naughty Dog came out and said that Factions would not be releasing with The Last of Us 2 because it grew bigger than they expected.
Right.
Again, anyway, you're supposed to be one of the greatest studios in existence, and last minute. Oh, and by the way, we're going to remaster the first game, remake it, and not even give you the initial what came with the first game at all. We just completely ignored it because we're so busy working on this.
Show you some
game.
Concept art still. There's concept. You got concept art though.
Well, you got to remake the first game though.
You got some concept art. Is that not good enough?
Such a touchy. I love this.
Did y'all see that Alan Wake 2 is going to be digital only?
Yes,
Yeah.
I posted that in the
that's
DMs,
crazy.
and it's only gonna be $59.99.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they're
wow.
giving us a
Nice.
discount. Yeah,
Nice.
$49.99 on
I've
Epic
been
Games.
seeing some pubs
Yep.
going back to
Yep.
the $60 deal.
Yep.
I don't know. That's interesting to see. It's
Because
interesting.
$70 is actually worse off, because even
Need
game
more money to
sales
go out,
dropped
so.
for
Isn't
PlayStation
there was
and
one
Activision
company.
and 2K. There were multiple studios that said $70 is not the way, and I'm shocked that Xbox didn't go back. But having $70 games puts you right into Game Pass.
It
Because
depends on who you
every
are, I
pers-
guess.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
far, it hasn't been, but I feel like one developer said like, "Oh, it didn't really impact." Maybe that was Nintendo, which I could believe. Was that Nintendo?
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo, no matter, Nintendo could
Yeah.
sell you
People gonna
a
buy
piece
it,
of
no way.
dog turd and say this is the new Mario, and they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is the best game fucking ever! Look what I could do."
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy
people buy
shit.
cardboard.
I mean, again, it helps when your games are when your game is good. So I guess you can give people some sacrifice there. Again, you go play the game in 4K 60 on PC, it's a great game. It's just there's performance things you got to deal with for a handheld console. But I mean, again, that's what makes them geniuses. They, like Pong has brought up multiple times, they're geniuses. They set up the market in such a way that people would think a certain way and feel a certain way about that system, have a certain expectation. With PlayStation, especially PlayStation, when you come up with a showcase like this, you haven't really had something that really nailed down your stuff, like an E3 type of presentation, because you don't believe that anymore, have only done state of plays to highlight certain games, and then you're known for certain types of games. This is where you want to make your announcement that you're being more diverse instead of feeding your player base. I don't get the concept behind that. But again, maybe that's just me. But maybe it's not, because there are PlayStation fans who are also speaking up about it. It's weird, man. Again, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. And that's weird to say. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was, for me, I was expecting the typical Sony over the top trailers, really coming out, cinematic experiences, like really showing this is exclusive, type of showcase. And we got an opposite of that. And it's and now you're looking at it as from the outside in, you're looking at the showcase and you're like, okay, nothing was.
I mean, Matt was dissecting that when he said only on PlayStation. I'm like, or what was the language? It said
just coming to PlayStation, I think.
Yeah,
coming to PlayStation.
So that means
that's different from what they did before too.
Yeah. That's different.
So that because normally, even
face.
if it is coming to PlayStation because it's on something else, they still put PlayStation, like either console, like if it's like some kind of skin, they're going to put console exclusive, but they're going to have an asterisk, and the asterisk says it's for the skin you can only get through the PlayStation. But it's not that they like that deceive type of that's their style. They like that deceivingness, the whole like fucking smoke and mirrors. But this can come around. There's nothing that shows exclusive gameplay, exclusive games coming to the console. We know because we've seen that. So why is this time around? Why is nothing said exclusive? That is what I wonder. Did shit shift at Square Enix, and this is why Sony borrowed $8 billion.
Well, I mean,
so
they
have
didn't even
to
say
pay
their
for
own
it?
exclusive games are exclusive.
That's what I'm saying. Something has shifted. We don't know if it's Sony, if it's other part. Like, of course, we know that. Like, can they not say it's exclusive because it's going to
Unless
PC?
if they count PC as a separate like
Oh,
thing.
you
now.
know Sony.
They do.
Yeah,
because
so that's why they're
if a
probably not saying exclusive
because
anymore.
they'll have console exclusive, like Xbox would have in the past when they did bring games to PC.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
they didn't even have console exclusive. So I don't know what is either they something happened and they are not showing it right now. I don't know what it is, but who knows? I think
I just think almost none of the games at the show were exclusive. I mean, like
12 of them. 12 of them were.
12 were exclusive to PlayStation.
12 were multi-plat.
Right.
Yeah.
How many did they?
How many games total did they show? Well, that's you're talking about the ones on Xboxes.
Yeah. Because we know 12 of them.
Yeah, but there could be even more than that, though. Like that's
but
just
it
like
could be when it's all said and done, right?
Right.
But again, we know 12 of those. What did they show? 20? 25 with the indies, maybe?
They showed like 4 VR games, PSVR games.
There was some like Japanese games in there. I have to go back and they look pretty cool.
I honestly gotta say, I mean, I'd have to go back and watch a lot of old PlayStation showcases and stuff, but this is probably maybe the bottom 3 PlayStation first party showcase of all time.
Now, I would what I would like to see is, I know Phil Spencer said we'll see games that have not been announced. I hope, what I would like, games that even though these games are coming to Xbox too, that they don't announce these games at their showcase, that they have something different as new games coming.
What?
I hope. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know what you said.
At the Xbox showcase, I hope they show games, because Phil Spencer said new games are going to be shown tonight, or it's shown there. That it's not these games that were shown already today. That it's new games.
No, he's talking about.
He was talking about first party.
Yeah, he's talking about first party, and he's also they're also gonna give updates on some of the ones on Paris's list, which are also first party. So we already know we're gonna get new first party game announcements. We know we're gonna get updates on the existing games.
But I'm talking about third party.
Third party.
I just hope that
there
we
will
see
be
more.
some third party there.
There'll be some third party, and there'll probably be some that we've already seen before.
I would assume these are the ones that Sony has deals with.
Yeah, these are marketing.
You know what I'm
rights
saying,
things.
Psycho?
Yeah.
These were marketing ones. So I'm assuming that Xbox will have their own third party.
You could see something that it could end up being at Summer Game Fest there again, or something like that. You know, but like when you see a game that's shown at a showcase, like Pong's right, it's like a marketing rights deal usually.
Yeah.
So you're not going to see it at other showcases. But if I think it could show up at the Keeleys and still show up somewhere else as well. But who knows third party wise what to expect there. I think you could see some big games revealed, but I think it's going to be a heavy first party focus this year at Xbox's show. Third party exclusives as well. Like that's the thing is like with this show is like even the big third party stuff was, you know, multi-plat. So besides Final Fantasy 16, which is timed, like I don't care about exclusivity, right? Personally. But if you're judging this from a PlayStation showcase, and that's what gamers all talk about and care about for judging their PlayStation 5 because it's the only place you can play these games, it doesn't move the needle at all with this show. Like whatsoever. Like it's not nothing here was like new that was exciting as a PlayStation new game. Like there wasn't a new game that was like, yeah, that's awesome, new PlayStation first party game. And you got to have that at a first party show. Like that's that's what these are for, right? What else? What other reasons do you have these big showcases for than to reveal big new first party games as a first party showcase?
You save that for the state of plays,
right?
And then have your main showcase like focus on the games that like maybe have a sprinkle of third party if you have like special exclusive deals with them or something.
Third party is
like
going to be a part of it.
Mostly first party is what I was expecting, and most of the games
or like big heavy juggernaut of games. That's what I say. But
yeah, your Last of Us factions, your Wolverine that's rumored to come out next year, but
yeah, I have more questions about PlayStation's first party than answers after the show. Like,
are they resting on their laurels because of the lead they've got in the console? Are they sitting back and holding?
Nah, no way. There's no way.
That's it.
No.
Is that their style now? I mean,
No,
like
that's what I'm saying. Is that Jim's style now? He sees the latest numbers in the consoles, and he's just like, we don't need to show our entire hand right now. We're going to hold off until later.
I'm wondering if it has something to do with the case. Do you think the CMA case could be affected?
No, because it's all over with for them. They don't have a case.
I think
their
maybe
point was all thrown out.
What happened was they were farther ahead in production before COVID really took off. So they did pretty good throughout COVID.
Right.
And right now, this is kind of where their COVID cycle
Their
is.
lull. It's their lull that we've all talked about that was coming at some point. Like they had a great roadmap, but at some point we knew it was gonna. Okay, there's no more bullets in the chamber. We got to reload. Right?
That's why we talk about that. And, you know, people are like, oh, but we're eating so good here on PlayStation. Well, you know, like.
What are you eating? No.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see you guys still playing God of War. I don't see you guys playing God of War on Twitter anymore. I don't see you posting screenshots and videos. Like, what do you got?
This year's weak as fuck for first party on PlayStation. Like, and you know, even the third party exclusives so far haven't hit, you know, so it's like. Final Fantasy's got a lot riding on it right now for them, and then you have Spider-Man around the corner, which is more Spider-Man. Doesn't look. I love that
Spider-Man.
It doesn't look like that next level though to me. I don't know.
Spider-Man in a trash chute.
Honestly, I think the Miles Morales bridge trailer was better than what they showed today. Like, as far as showcasing,
it was.
Care about the Spider-Man.
Until you got close to the water.
Shit.
Well, I'm not saying the game. What I'm saying is that trailer when they showed that big Miles Morales trailer on the bridge and that huge fight scene, and he's like keeping the bridge together, that whole moment and all that stuff. That trailer was more hype inducing than this trailer, than what they showed today in this whole quick time event gameplay segment they showed.
That's what it was. It's a QT event time gameplay, and I think that's. We're gonna see a lot
at least
of that.
with Spider-Man 2, they show gameplay. Like that's kind of what I was looking for.
But was it true gameplay from PlayStation?
For PlayStation, it was that big epic moment that people like to see in a lot of PlayStation games, like that.
No, I don't think it was
like someone falling, and then that's the PlayStation motto. Like when you look at an Uncharted. They're like
it's the same way they showed off the first one where they showed like the helicopter sequence throughout the city and like you swinging through everything and like chasing down the helicopter and shit.
Where it looks like a movie scene.
But
I'm saying captured on the PS5, not was today gameplay captured on the PS5. So I don't remember seeing that.
What, like on Spider-Man?
Well, yeah. What else were we talking about?
Well, I mean, like it's not going to launching day and date on PC. So, like, I would say what they're showing should be. It didn't look that great though, so I don't even question if it was on PS5.
That's what I'm saying though. If it wasn't PS5 and it looked like that, what is the PS5 version going to look like?
Oh, it'll look at least at that level or hopefully better because
has Insomniac ever really?
No, Insomniac. You don't doubt them.
No, right? Yeah, go ahead, Psycho.
They've been doing well up to this point right now. This is what I would like to see because nothing. Like I said,
Starfield's in danger, boys.
I did not see anything that said captured on the PS5.
Yeah, if they didn't show that like for a lot of things.
So
but
so is it 60 FPS? Is the visuals?
Yeah, it's Insomniac.
I mean, they'll have a performance mode and all that shit with it.
Yeah, I
get. They're very good at.
I get some of what you're saying. Like
Spider-Man looked like a fucking trash bag. Like he fucking put newspaper and under a trash bag, and he's like symbiote Spider-Man.
I don't have any concerns over the quality aspect from Insomniac, but I will say this wasn't next level inducing for Spider-Man, right? Like it wasn't moving the needle too much. That's the thing. It's like, it's exactly what I thought it would be. Is more Spider-Man.
Yeah, he does look like a trash
bag. Alvin with the $5 said they ended the show with a known quantity. You can't do that at a premiere show. That's why I hope Xbox doesn't end with something we already know about. Well, that's a good point.
They're ending it with
Starfield,
but that's a whole separate. They're dedicating that and setting the expectations, so that's not part of the big Xbox showcase.
Also, brand new IP, so it's not a commodity.
Listen, and the one last thing before for Xbox was Redfall, so don't forget that. So
And what did they end with last year?
Wasn't it Starfield mini directs last year?
Like it was Starfield.
The 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was
So like, I feel like
they just got to show like 3 first-party to 4 first-party games, and it's automatically a better show.
Well, the thing
is, be 80% first-party show.
Well,
go ahead.
Sorry, I want to. I keep sidetracking the show, and I hate doing that. To
no,
people,
you're good.
Like, Jez just confirmed what he had heard when he said that the show was going to be fire. He said that he heard from a proven source that From Software was going to be there, but he said it wasn't enough to put in a full report, unlike the MGS stuff. So I was just going to say, we're still on for Fires of the Rubicon showing up on the Xbox stage, by the way, since it wasn't there for PlayStation.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
it could have been Elden Ring DLC or something.
It could have been Elden Ring DLC.
I think it's going to be. I think it's DLC.
Yeah, but it wasn't there, so that's why Jez had said that the show was fire so far.
Right.
Because I don't think we had any like kind of update kind of game here. It was all like this game's coming out. There's no like and DLC is coming out or something besides the Destiny thing, but
which makes sense, obviously.
As a third-party showcase, if this was the Keelys, if this was Summer Game Fest, I'd be like, yeah, that was awesome. You know what I mean? It's not, though. It's a first-party show. Dragonheart Yobi with the $2 says, hashtag peace, love, life. Appreciate you, Yobi.
Legend.
Hey, shout out to you, Eric DeVito, man, but I don't know if I agree with that. He was like, this chat is hilarious. Purely Xbox fanboys watching a Sony conference.
Look at Twitter. Look at your ads. Look at the ponies on Twitter, man. They're not happy.
Look at the Sony fanboys. There's even Sony fanboys giving Xbox credit for their tweet.
The last
there's legit fanboys.
The 45.
Saying, you know what? Yeah, I gave it up.
The 45-minute show that PlayStation had last year, I gave like a 9.
Yep.
I had people actually that are Xbox fans, but well, you gave the Sony show higher than the Xbox showcase this year, you know, and I was like, yeah, because I thought it was a great show. I really liked it. Different level of expectations though, right? Because it was a state of play. This is a showcase. This didn't bring it. Like, this is first party as the showcase for first party, revealing new games. This sucked. It just point blank sucked. They need to do better. They didn't show their pipeline really of what to be excited about. And what they did show from that pipeline was not very exciting. So that's not very good if you're Sony. And that's just what it is. There's no cap here whatsoever. If I see a good PlayStation show, I'm gonna be excited. I was actually really excited.
All really hyped.
This show.
Pre this show, we were all hyped. Like, what are we gonna see? You know, it's been 2 years. Keep that in context too. It's been 2 years since the last Sony showcase, so we're taking all that into consideration.
Everything at the showcase that got a year or a date, everything is scheduled for 2023 or 2024. We don't know anything beyond 2024 from that show.
AJH says, Mav, don't say cap. Not even at my age would I say cap. I'm sorry. I had to fit it in somewhere.
It's hard for us older guys not to use some of the language when we're around the community all the time and you see it all. It's really hard not to fall into
I ain't capping, yo. I ain't capping, yo.
It's just because the emphasis. It's like you're trying.
This show's trash. No cap.
That's all.
Try hard, Mavs. Try hard.
I try to do it as a joke. I do it as a joke, but since it's a joke, it just becomes normal. So like I use the shit anyway.
They forgot the bangers, no cap.
Oh God.
Hey, it's a fact. You're not lying. I mean, just say it.
Jim Ryan's been spending too much time down at the CMA offices, man. He forgot to.
I don't know, man.
Games.
You forgot to bring them. Yeah. All right, I got to bounce, but you guys keep going.
Psycho, stop.
Right, later, guys. You can find me. Where am I? What is today? Wednesday? You can find me Friday, 10 o'clock. We keep this going.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye, Psycho. Later, brother. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Man.
This is crazy. I can't believe how this went
compared to I'm still in shock.
Compared to where I thought this was going to go. I thought we were going to be like, holy shit, they brought it. Xbox is like got the pressure on. Like I that's honestly what I was feeling. I was feeling like, man, Xbox better bring it. You know, and like, I wonder though if your Xbox, if in a way seeing the show, you're like, and seeing people's reaction, Xbox is gonna
the
be
way
like,
they're tweeting
well,
shows.
but they,
their
at the same
mindset.
time, they're like, man, we got to bring it because we're gonna get roasted like PlayStation is now too. You know what I mean? So like, in a way, like when somebody else fails, that lets them know what the barometer is, right?
Yeah.
You know, like they gotta deliver because
it's also funny because like when they announced the Pro controller at like Gamescom last year, everyone fucking blew their loads, and then they announced a fucking like Q-pad thing, where the fuck they call it here, in the earbuds. I think they were betting that was going to be like the same kind of thing as the Elite controller announcement. It was like, and no one gives a shit about this fucking Q-pad and earbuds.
It's just like you still need the PS5 on. It's just like a streaming, and it's it's nothing really. It's a nothing announcement. Like even the earphones is a nothing announcement. I do know they have the PS5 Pro in the works, right?
Supposedly.
Wasn't that basically?
Well, I mean the controller rumor ended up being true, right? That weird ass controller thing that hopefully is not very expensive, because it's just a controller with the screen that you can walk around the house with. You can't leave. You're like, I mean, it's. I don't understand. I mean, the whole point of that, and it didn't even look very good. It literally looked like the DualSense just like split in half with a screen in it. Like,
didn't they used to have the PlayStation TV where you could just plug it into any TV and do the same shit?
Yeah, you used to be able to do that on your Vita or the PSP. Like even the PSP may be able to do that. I don't remember, but yeah, you could do remote play on your Vita at the house and stuff, and you could do remote play with PlayStation on your phone right now.
Yep.
Like, just get a backbone or something, you know, like.
Or you can buy the $300 screen.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, the fact I think they just announced a new version, a PlayStation version of the backbone.
It was something Q. It was like Project Q or
Project
something.
Q. Project Q. Yeah, that was what they called their handheld. So MBG tweeted out about 27 minutes ago, another PlayStation guy. PlayStation Showcase was very disappointing, in my opinion. I took a colossal L today. So yeah, the PlayStation fanboys are again, most of what I've seen have been real. Yeah, but they're at least being real right now, because that's how bad this show actually was.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's got to be bad when they're not even trying to sugarcoat it. Like, they're just coming out. Like I said, I saw fanboys retweeting Xbox's post about the games and going, hey, gotta give you credit, Xbox. They deserve this.
Yeah.
So that's how bad this show actually was. We are not alone in this. This is not an Xbox thing, for sure.
One of the PlayStation guys just tweeted out a thing that says all 23 projects that's in the works from all Sony studios. So I just shared that. So
yeah,
well, we're gonna have to look at this to figure it out, because PlayStation didn't tell us today.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this list. Okay, so Team Asobi, current project 3D action game, second project mobile game external. Who shared this? Zuby Tech. I shout out to Zuby Tech. Thanks for putting this out there on Twitter. Insomniac Games, current project Spider-Man 2, second project Wolverine, third project multiplayer. We didn't see Wolverine. We saw a lot of Spider-Man 2. Naughty Dog, current project standalone multiplayer game. Second project. It's kind of small print, so it's going to be hard to people to see. Current project standalone multiplayer game. Second project AAA narrative and storytelling game. Third project unannounced title. Okay, what are they? Right? Nix's co-development, support studio, PC ports. House Marquee, current project, new IP. Haven, current project. What was it called again? Haven's game.
Fair Games.
Fair Games. Okay, I already forgot again. Savage Game Studios, unannounced new AAA mobile live service action game. There's Sucker Punch, narrative open world game, second project multiplayer game. Polyphony Digital. Gran Turismo, San Diego Studio, AAA third-person action game. Ben Studio, AAA new IP, includes multiplayer. Fire Sprite Fabrics is current project, AAA narrative adventure. Second project multiplayer, new AAA IP action shooter. Third project, AAA IP multiplayer action. And fourth project, story-driven mobile adventure game IP. Valkyrie Entertainment's co-development support studio. Current project strategy title. Second project mobile game. Visual arts. This is like a mocap type support studio. Firewalk. Current project Concord. Santa Monica Studio. New AAA IP. Second project unannounced. Gorilla. Current project Horizon unannounced multiplayer. Second project Horizon single player. Third project external project. Okay, it's like current.
Oh.
London Studio says current project live service multiplayer fantasy co-op combat. Media Molecule multiplayer live service project. San Mateo Studio says internal development studio. I don't even know what they don't have a project, I guess. Blue Point says current project original AAA IP. Then there's Malaysia Studio, which is another support type studio. There's a lot of questions on this list. Not a lot of game names on the list. It's kind of a stark contrast to even when we say we don't know a lot what Xbox is developing. Like there's dramatically more that we know about than PlayStation right now.
Well, I mean, we know the project names and kind of like somewhat of what they're about. Like, I'm sure if you Google some of the stuff, you could probably find some of it. But
Perfect Dark, Avowed, Fable, Contraband, like State of Decay 3, like those are just a handful, like off the top of my head, that we know about.
Fable,
Xbox, Fable, Forza Motorsport, Starfield, Indiana Jones. I mean, these are names of games. And we're about to get more on the 11th. So I'm just saying, like, you say it's the place for exclusives and the games, but like, what are they? When are they coming? I didn't see a lot of big PlayStation stuff here. And as a PlayStation showcase, that's disappointing. Nick says it was a smoke and mirrors show. This was a smoke and mirrors show. A heavily third-party influence, multi-platform focused show to bring big games in there that aren't from your first-party studios. That's a good point. Dragonheart Yobi says, when it comes to Spider-Man 2, I wonder how Harry plays a role. Remember the ending of Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales? Yeah, I'm not sure, man. It's going to be interesting. The story is important to this whole scenario when it comes to Spider-Man 2, like tying it in with the other games. That's going to be a selling point for sure.
It's been a while. I can't even remember the end. I remember at the end of Miles Morales, there was like this epic battle where you're with your girlfriend or whatever, and it's like this lightning blast and destroy like half the city. Or not half the city, but like, I can't remember why. It's been a while since I played Miles.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't remember all the games, but there's Hellblade 2, there's Fable, Contraband, the Gears Project, there's Forza, the Indiana Jones, State of Decay 2. It's quite a few. That's just off the top of my head.
So as an aggregate, we probably gave it like a 4?
I gave it a 3. Or did I get it a 4?
You gave it a 4, I think.
I gave it a 4.
Pong gave it a 5. He gave it a barely 5. Steel gave it
Jasper somehow gave it a 7.
Steel gave it a 6, didn't he?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, Steel
Psycho
gave it a 6.
gave it a 3, I think.
He gave it 2 scores. He gave it like the score as it feels like and then a 3, I think he said.
I gave it a 2.
So our aggregate score is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a 4 or 5 average there.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be interesting, kind of going back to the show, in the future, and seeing like were those other games even a big deal that they.
I'm sure the Summer Games Fest will probably be a better show.
You think that like maybe there's holding stuff off for that?
I don't know. Mortal Kombat's going to be there. We already know Sony is going to be there also. Yeah,
but they utilize
Microsoft is going to be there.
They utilize Keeley shows when they haven't had their own showcases, also. You know, so it's like this was their showcase. Like
Keeley said they're gonna have like 3 to 4 big games, depending on what you all consider like big games.
Yeah,
whatever,
we know Mortal Kombat 1's going to be there, so that's probably one of them.
But is he counting that as a big game? I don't know, because we already know about it.
I don't know. The Keeley standards, I'd probably say so. Right? Like,
I would say Mortal Kombat's probably not too big for him.
For Keeley?
Yeah.
For Keeley, yeah, I think it's pretty. It was like, unless he's talking about new game reveals, that's a big property. Mortal Kombat's huge.
That game like broke records though on YouTube at least when it showcased.
Yeah, it's like one of the most
The
watched reveal trailers.
Yeah.
Well,
Mortal Kombat.
How about that Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer though?
yeah, that was sick,
Seriously.
man. It looked great.
That
It was the
me
best
hyped.
thing.
Bro, they took everything great from the first Dragon's Dogma, and it looks like they kept it all in there, including the pawn system, because they showed them going to the stone to bring a pawn in. So I got to believe that's in there. They showed the climbing on the back of the bigger creatures, which was a huge part. It looks like they kept, again, now it's in the RE engine, so it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And they kept the particle effects, the spell effects, that just increased even more. Now that people know about Dragon's Dogma, because again, if you have not seen or played Dragon's Dogma, they did remaster it, so go play it. There is a better version of it. It's still got jank to it, because at the time when Capcom released it, it wasn't really a AAA RPG, if we're being real about it. It looked like it in some places, but overall it was a AA RPG, so it's got some jank to it. But if you have not played it, go check it out. But now more than ever, more people through the years have learned about Dragon's Dogma, and it's held in such high regard. With Capcom being at peak Capcom again, Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be a huge RPG for them.
Yeah.
This is going to come in and sell a lot of copies. No matter what else is around it, Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be a thing this time around for Capcom, and that's why I'm so happy.
And I think to add on to that, Pong,
Yeah.
I think it's because of Elden Ring. It's going to open up people to that experience, right? Because
Trying.
Dragon's Dogma, even the first one, is really, there's a lot of emphasis on you just exploring the world and getting lost in it, right? Picking a direction, going that way, and finding whatever you find that way. There's a lot of that in there. It's actually kind of sad as the first one is slept on as much as it is.
Yeah.
Especially if you're able to get it on PC. The mods that they have for it are fucking insane.
I might have to hit you up for that mod list now too, by the way, Stu.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma
play.
looked really good. But yeah, man, it's definitely one of those that stands out for me.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah, big multi-plats. Okay, so there's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, Dragon's Dogma 2, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, right? That was really it for maybe the bigger ones. Ghost Runner 2 is, I mean, there's some people that can be excited for it.
And we had already seen the other one, the Immortals.
And Marathon's probably gonna be
Marathon's
pretty,
gonna be huge. Yeah.
Pretty big multi-plat there as well. But yeah, that was kind of the theme of the show.
Nick Marcel Nicola, for anybody who knows, huge fanboy. J-Rock just retweeted him. We waited 18 months, and what did we get? CGI for a bullshit games as a service game, a trailer for a movie, the 16th trailer for Final Fantasy, and multi-plat after multi-plat after multi-plat. The useless remote play only portable thing is actually real. Laughing my ass off. Warm garbage.
Wow.
Damn.
That guy is like big time PlayStation.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
He's hardcore.
Yeah. Woo. Not happy out here, folks.
Here's how it usually goes up on like, if they
ponies are
do
stampeding
something-
right now, they've lost control.
They're stampeding for a bit. Then like a day later, like, but Sony's, it'll take like a day or two.
And you know what?
They'll be
you
back.
know what? The anger is going to be transferred eventually. It's going to change, and they're going to be waiting for June 11th. And they're going to unleash all their anger on the Xbox show and Starfield. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's usually
Xbox
how
gonna
goes.
deliver, I think.
Yes,
but usually Xbox goes first, so this is really interesting actually.
Yes.
That Sony decided to like. That's also why a lot of people hyped up this show. They're like, "Oh, Sony, they have something
confidence
because they're like, let's go first." That usually doesn't happen. So
we'll see what happens on next up is June 8th. Showcase for Summer Game Fest, and then the June 11th showcase for Xbox, and then June 12th for Ubisoft.
Yep.
So we're going to be covering all of those shows here on the channel, and this was the kickoff really for this season. You know,
yeah.
Still great games announced, so I'm happy about that stuff in that regard. But you know, I think PlayStation did drop the ball. And they're probably watching the socials right now and being like, "Damn, you know,
we did it.
we nailed it."
Yeah, we nailed it. Yeah,
I hope not.
Nailed it.
I fucking hope not.
But yeah,
Jim's still trying to figure out how to hold a controller. Okay,
he's like, maybe if I put a screen in it, I can.
But even his lead up was like, man, I feel like I'm gonna see something here.
Right.
And
his little intro.
His little intro at the beginning is like, okay, you know, like he's like, we've been doing a great job delivering games the first 3 years, but what he said is, but you can tell from the rest of the show that we're going to be in a little bit of a hiatus. That's what he should have said. No, but he was like, and you know, can't wait to show these other great games to you. And like
last showcase, he was like, we'll let the games do the talking, and then you know he didn't say that this time. Yeah. But
what about Assassin's Creed Mirage? It looked pretty damn good.
Look fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the Assassin's Creed we've been asking for. Again, like you said, Mav, which is exactly what they're doing. If they start alternating small, big Assassin's Creed experiences, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So that Mirage looks like a throwback to 1 and 2, and it looks fantastic. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Trey Bones with me. He says 2 out of 10.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with you.
It's a first party
Just
show.
Remember that.
If this was Summer Game
Average
Fest,
is 5.
it'd have been like a 7, 8. You know, if it's Summer Game Fest. This is a Sony first party show. If Xbox delivered a show like this, I would be like,
what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Xbox did the same thing, it would be a similar score. Like, there's expectations I have for Sony, there's expectations I have for Microsoft. Like the 12-month show, like you guys should go back and watch that and see the smoke I gave that show as well. I was like, it's dumb. Even before they didn't deliver on some of those 12-month games that didn't end up coming out, or Redfall situation, I said it was dumb to restrict yourself to 12 months because of the fact that they have so much coming up in the pipeline. We want to see your roadmap. And it's also just dumb restricting yourself to 12 months. So what if you don't make those dates? That was essentially the consensus that came from the last show. You can watch all our reactions too. It's interesting. And what ended up happening, a lot of those games, it felt like they are rushed to make that 12-month window. If you're gonna do a 12-month showcase, just make sure those games come out. That's all, because like,
hey, they got like,
wouldn't do 12 months.
It was like a 75% average or something like that. They're passing.
Barely. It's barely. Next showcase, they should just show what you got up the pipeline, and it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah.
I'm
we thought this was gonna be a good show.
Fair. I did think this was going to be a good show.
This was supposed to be a slam dunk.
Because just the way Sony presented it, like, this is not a state of play. It was the way they was presenting it. This is a showcase. This is a PlayStation showcase. So I expected a lot of exclusives. You know how Sony usually does the marketing only on PlayStation. You know, they usually have that tagline on a lot of even third-party games. Let's just take out the first part.
Do the talking.
We'll let the games do the talking. This game, even though it's third party, banned, exclusive. They money added a lot of games, and I like Jez brought up a good point. I don't know if it's a different strategy they are starting to have, but a lot of their games are going to PC, even though they said we're not trying to do PC day and date.
That's the other thing.
Their games are going PC
messaging.
Day. Yeah. You know how it is. You know how it's sealed. But Spider-Man was a highlight. Dragon Dogma highlight. Metal Gear was a highlight. I wish we saw gameplay of that.
Alan Wake 2 highlight.
Did they say a year
highlight.
on the Metal Gear? Was there for that release?
No, they didn't put nothing on that one either.
They didn't say like year. I thought it said like
No, because they
the collection is supposed to be
put
coming out this
autumn
year.
2023.
Okay, so just to run
Metal
down,
Gear Solid Collection is for autumn
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
Snake Eater is
That's
still
not coming
unknown.
out.
So just a rundown of what we saw again.
Okay.
We saw Fair Games.
Yep.
We saw
Avium.
Helldivers 2.
Awesome.
Immortals of Avium.
We've seen
Ghost Runner 2.
Awesome highlight.
Phantom Blade 0.
Awesome.
Sword of the Sea. That was like Journey like game. Kind of like
yes. Yes, over the sand and stuff from the same makers. Yeah. From the same artist.
Talos Principle 2.
Puzzle game.
Neva.
That was the little girl. Oh, that was the girl with the fox or the wolf fox thing. Yeah.
Foam Stars.
Highlight for sure.
Nintendo's already sending over the cease and desist right now.
The Plucky Squire.
Yes, which we've seen a million times.
Tear Down.
Mm-hmm. Seen it 2 years ago.
Xbox has the Dragon's Dogma trailer. That's funny.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Yes, big one.
Towers of Agazba. That's like the one that looked like a Zelda.
Where he's building with planting things and growing and
yeah, that looked pretty cool.
Final
the
Fantasy.
One that Psycho said looked like
Breath of the Wild.
No, Dragon Warrior.
Dragon
Builders.
Builders.
Quest Builders. Yeah, sorry, I still call it Dragon Warrior because that's what it was back in the day.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yep, seen it.
Alan Wake 2.
Yep, awesome.
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Awesome.
Revenant Hill. It had a cat in it. It was like our
awesome then.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Resident Evil 4 VR. Marathon.
Awesome.
Concord.
Awesome.
Don't know.
I don't know what that
No
is.
clue.
I don't know what that is.
Gran Turismo movie trailer.
No. Thank you.
That broke down from a 5 to a 4.
That late in the show was ridiculous. Like Matt said.
Project Q, like showing the hardware to there, like
a thing nobody asked for.
And I'm gonna bring this up like large on, and then PlayStation earbuds.
Another thing that nobody asked for.
And then Spider-Man 2.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So all right, I'm gonna pause it on the design of this controller. Okay. This is honestly.
See, so they had a lot of awesome stuff there.
Listen, Jasper. No,
Jasper. Like I said, I understand your score. I'm not gonna. If you look at it from that perspective, I understand the score because, like I said, my score would be the same if I looked at it that way. Yes, absolutely, 100%.
This
if
is
I was looking at it through Jasper's glasses, 7. But I'm not looking at it through that lens.
This is
E3 show.
This is the design of the controller.
It literally is a DualSense split in half.
It looks like
it literally looks like they glued on two halves of the DualSense.
I got it.
Yeah, they had all the replacements from stick drift. They just cut them in half. It's like, well, the left one doesn't work on this one, so we'll take the right half of this.
Hey, if we put these two together with a screen, look at this.
Picture. That looks like shit.
Is the okay? Never mind. I was thinking it was one of those attachments where you put like your phone on it, or it was just literally a dumb like attachment thing. But it actually comes with the screen.
It looks fragile and flimsy. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe people will love it. It just looks weird to me. I don't like the design.
It's the Wii U.
It goes great with the stupid ass design of the PS5 though. Fits right in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, yeah, let's get time to end the show. We got a lot of stuff, to cover in the coming days and
stuff to think about.
You know, I have to marinate on this. We'll talk about it tomorrow on PM the
Yeah,
PM Pong.
We will. We'll sleep on it and see how it goes.
See how it sits. I'm gonna
wake up
rewatch
tomorrow
it.
and say 10 out of 10.
Gonna rewatch it
Like,
4K, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and see where we're at after.
Best show
we'll see.
ever tomorrow night.
I appreciate everybody watching the stream. If you like the content here, hit the like button, share this out, sub to the channel. I'm only responsible for our part of the content. Don't judge me based on what PlayStation showed today. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate you guys. You guys rock. In the chat was a blast today. Absolutely a blast hanging out with us. Let's get everybody out here. Steel Rain.
Ooh.
Where can everybody find you, sir?
Well, it make it real easy. You type it into Google. Steel Rain. That T is a 7. Yeah, I put colors in my name, so make it even difficult. But no, other than that, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 3 p.m. UK time. Living split screen, a non-console centric platform, home of the RTS view, and with us being non-console centric, we know we're about to get into this saucy bag of beans this weekend. So, other than that, much love to everybody coming out. You guys showed up and showed out, had a lot of great opinions in there, and it's unfortunate that things went this way, but smoke is going to be had. So much love. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Steel. Jasper, what about you, bro?
Yo, check it out. Lord Jasper, Twitter, Lord Master Jasper, YouTube, AI Game News, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Monday, Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern, right here, Fun Speculation Network for FSP and Xbox Ultimate. And tonight, probably around 9-10 Eastern, I'll be finishing Star Trek Resurgence. So check that out if you care about that game.
Check out that game, by the way. Jasper does a great job streaming. Me and 3-Bit were in there, and that game is actually much better than I had anticipated, honestly. I do like Telltale games, but not everyone hits, and I was worried about Star Trek because, as Jasper and I were talking about during his stream, sometimes the lore and the tech stuff doesn't get done right. You know,
it looks really fun,
but it does. It actually looks really fun. They did a nice job. The story is actually really interesting. So yeah, go check out Jasper's stream if you're interested in that game for sure. Right on. Sorry, I was just plugging Jasper there.
Yeah, it's all good for me.
Go watch the stream. I think he's on. You're doing your third stream on the game, right?
Yeah, I did like 2 hours today before the show started here. So,
okay, go check him out.
And 3-Bet. What about you, bro?
Yo, everyone can find me on the Bird app at i3bit. I'm on FSP on Mondays. I do my own show Wednesdays. This was my Wednesday. I'm too tired. I need a nap after this. This show, I have to marinate on this.
You gotta go work out.
No, I'm not working out today. I'm too tired.
But hold on real quick. I gotta say something about the show because we're about to leave. I'm completely interrupting you. But you said something and the words just for some reason reminded me I wanted to say this earlier.
Yep.
And this is about the pacing aspect of the show, which started out great, I think.
Yep.
And I feel like they were on a good track. Like the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they were on a good track, right? And then they got into a lot of multiplats, and then it's okay, it was more multiplats, and there's more multiplats, and there's more multiplats, right? It was okay, cool, that's cool stuff for me. Then they went into when it should be building up,
VR.
They went into VR and I think this is a problem with the show with how they delivered, right? It's just formatting it from a show perspective. They put everybody to sleep with the VR segment and then showed Gran Turismo movie trailer and then the PlayStation hardware stuff. So really and then they had the 10 minutes of Spider-Man 2. So really in the lead up to that, where they could have been building hype and excitement, they put the community to sleep. And Pong was reading it off that whole time. It's everybody's Z's, everybody
should have been a blog post.
Everybody was falling asleep.
Show.
So you started off pretty strong. You kind of had a regular aspect kind of show that some people would expect. And then when you should start delivering again, they put everybody to sleep and then just rested on the one game that they knew they had to deliver on. Yeah. Anyway, continue 3-Bit. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with that VR segment should have either been spread out throughout the show, so it wasn't just VR, 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 or it should have just been a blog post. I agree. That was definitely not a good pacing segment because it started off pretty decent, and then after the VR you put like Gran Turismo, like
yeah,
no.
That's what happens when you talk to 0.05% of your base with VR games. Like,
yeah, they're really pushing it.
Yeah, they are
pushing it. But hey, either way, it was fun to watch it with everybody here who's in the chat. You guys are awesome. Your reactions was cracking me up. This was fun in in general. It was fun watching it with you guys. So thank you guys for dropping by. Again, you guys could find me on FSP on Mondays. I do my own show on Wednesdays. Too tired to do it today. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow before PM in the PM. So you guys hop on my show, then you guys will go PM in the PM if you guys want. But love y'all. I'll see you on the next one.
Appreciate it, 3-bit.
Let us compete. Go ahead, 3-bit. Run at the same time. Run at the same time. Let's go.
And then the one and only Pong Soul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What a great show. Again, it was fun. It was totally unexpected from everything that we had discussed, that we had, speculated on, and it wasn't just us. It wasn't us, overhyping. It wasn't any of that at all. Like, there is a lot of people out there who thought the show was going to be something completely different. And it turned out not to be. But again, getting together with the brothers, getting together with the community and the chat, lighten it up during a showcase makes it all the better. Even when a showcase is, going sideways, that's what makes it so cool, because we all get to sit here and talk about the games that we're going to be playing. And that's what we got today, folks. If you're on Xbox or on PC, we got a whole lot of games. And that's what I always love about any show. That's why I watch all the stupid shows too, because you never know what you're going to see that you're going to be playing somewhere else. So listen, it was a great time. Had a great day. This was worth it, even taking the time off of work to make this happen. So appreciate you all for being here. Obviously, like Mav said, you'll find me and him tomorrow night after we've slept on this show, and get our thoughts out. And we'll probably break down the show. I am in the lead chair. We'll probably break down some of the big games. We're not going to just sit there and talk about how disappointing the show was. We'll actually talk about the games that we did see, that we did like, and talk about what we think those games are going to bring us in the future. Plus, we'll probably have a bunch of other news we'll talk about. So that's on PM in the PM tomorrow night, right here, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Time on Fun Speculations channel. And then Friday nights, back here again, Xbox Ultimate, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time. Be there, be square. We laugh, we talk. It's crazy on Friday nights. You don't want to miss it. And then Saturday mornings, my brother from another Steel, Rain, and we're ending season 2 and jumping into season 3 in about I think this is our last show. Yeah, this is our last show for season 2. And then we'll be into season 3 the following week of Living Split Screen, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time, live, raw, and uncut every Saturday morning. Steel is boiling inside about a couple of things. He made some posts on Twitter that I was like, ooh. So be there for that one Saturday morning. We're going to have a good time. Mission 1K in full effect. So tell a friend and bring a friend. And then Saturday night is going to be special. Got the Shop Podcast, PTK Blam. That's his channel. So be there. Fuzzy is going to be there. I'm going to be there. And the one and only 3-bit is going to be there as well on Saturday night. So the Shop Podcast is going to be lit. We're going to get 3-bit on camera and question him like we do here all the time and see if we can dig up some more information. No, we won't do that to you. But be there for the Shop Podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Time. Otherwise, listen, folks, it's a golden age of gaming. Showcase season has started. Whether you liked it or hated it, doesn't matter. We got games coming. We got new games announcements today that we had never seen before. I'm still pumped. So get out there, play what you love what you play. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Mavo, get us out of here.
Thanks, Pong. Everybody, see you on Thursday, PM in the PM, and Friday for Xbox Ultimate. Have a great night. Peace out.
Bye.